Started really early. What do you mean? Sorry. I don't. I don't even remember how I answered your question. To be honest. It sounds like one of those like proper grammar things that like people like grammar Nazis will just like nitpick. I think good also has a lot more vague meanings. Like I'm good, meaning like saying I'm good. That means you're like could mean you're like putting an end to this conversation and walking away. Like I'm good. It reminds me of that conversation in The Hobbit where Bilbo says like good day. Yeah. Gandalf is just being an asshole. Is this a particularly good day to be good? Like, it's a simple hello. Yes, he's a fish person from WoW. Oh. Yeah, like it's such a Gandalf thing to do because he loves being a whirlwind of confusion to the hobbits. I think he just shows up there just to mess with them. I don't think he particularly likes them. I think he just shows up because he loves poking the anthill that is the hobbit.
Discord is running just fine.
How about now? There we go. Nobody got any of that my side of the conversation there. So, thank you for listening to Corvus's dissertation on why Gandalf is weird. Totally fine. Sad. I shared a personal story that no one will ever hear. And now it makes sense why no one was answering me. Now we can. Okay, great. Gandalf is great. Gandalf is great. He likes to mess with the hobbits. I think it's hilarious. I was asking why it's okay to say, or why you're supposed to say, I'm doing well, not I'm doing good, when someone asks how you're doing. it is Wednesday. I'll just reiterate everything real quick. It is Wednesday. We're doing the viewer suggestion today. Probably only going to do today for this week because Friday I will be out of town. So we're going to go a little long today. I hope everybody had a wonderful week. Hope everyone's doing well. And if you're doing good, great. You know, don't get arrested by the cops and become a meth addict. That's a local story. So, yeah, have fun with that one. That might be too local. People wouldn't know what the hell I'm talking about. Seattle has its own superheroes. They're not great, from what I hear.
What do you mean? Like, real life superheroes?
Yeah. Back, I mean, this is probably 5-10 years ago now. We got a handful of costume vigilantes started running around Seattle. They started just like randomly beating people up, saying they were stopping crime, but like you can't prove that the crime was happening, and then an assault happened, and then the cops arrested the superheroes. And then it turns out they were all drug dealers and stuff. It was really weird. That might not be true. I don't know about that part. That part was like, I'm not sure if it's urban legend or that's just what the cops like said they were doing. So I have no actual information beyond that, but that's the story I've heard. Is there a cultural presence in the U.S. to say, I'm okay if you're not really okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I think the biggest thing about that is, like, the formalities of being like, oh, how are you doing? It's like, I would prefer when people tell me how they're doing, right? Like, I'm not going to ask, specifically if, like, when I ask the chat, how are you doing today? I want a general vibe check. But, like, if I'm asking a friend, like, oh, how are you doing? I want them to tell me if they're doing bad. But there's this cultural normality of, like, I don't want to burden you with my issues, so I'm just going to say I'm fine, right? And it's just like, which in normal, polite conversation, there's nothing wrong with that, right? You see somebody in the Walmart parking lot, and you say, oh, hey, how you doing? I'm like, oh, good. You know, they're basically checking, like, oh, you're still alive. That's great. Have a good day.
I don't want your last story.
Yeah, I don't need anything else. It's good to see you. Goodbye. And that's just how we. I think that's pretty normal. But there's also we have a kind of a what's the word I'm looking for here? Bad stance on personal mental health. Alive, what's that? Exactly. Atomic knows what's going on. Have you or your brethren fallen into the path of the necromancer? That's the main question. No? Okay. We'll see you later. That being said, I had a very weird conversation. The opposite of that happened. I was at a store with some family members, and they bumped into somebody they hadn't seen in a while. I'm like, oh, hey, how's it going? I'm like, oh, good. Oh, you know our friend Blank? Yeah, he's dying. It's like, oh. So, like, that happens too. But once again, I think that's because they knew each other. They were both friends with this person. It's like, hey, this is a good instance for me to say I'm doing well, but heads up. So, I think there's a cultural pressure to make it appear that way, more than there is actually that pressure. Stemming from our lack of mental health. I do a rugby. Let's get back on track.
Also, generally, when people are asking like how you are, like it's like on the street or like in a parking lot, and so like there's like you said, like everyone is busy, so like no one's going to like stop and tell each other their life story.
Yeah. It's very much I think, like I said, people don't want to burden each other with
Americans are a lot more polite than we get credit.
Yeah. The American politeness is heavily overlooked.
Yeah.
Polite but not nice.
Yeah, exactly. Polite but not. That's a good way to look at it, too. Especially in the Midwest. Like, the Midwest is very...
Much time less so. You would understand the Midwest mentality in a heartbeat.
Yeah, so Laura Memson, think of it as people saying, hi, how are you? It's like it probably started out as somebody genuinely asking other people how they were feeling, but then it kind of just like, because of the nature of language, because of the nature of like the weird way English evolves specifically, it just kind of became a very casual greeting. So that's why you're not really supposed to answer.
Yeah, it's a performative thing, right? How are you? Great, great. How are you? Awesome. It's a very, very informal greeting.
I think it's weird when you say like, "Oh, good afternoon," and then they're like, "Oh no, it's not afternoon, it's eve." I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
Nazi.
The pedanticism drives me crazy. Drives me crazy. I was a waiter for a very long time, and when you're a waiter, like you get that all the time. It's like, oh, good evening. It's like,
with the meta context with me, please. This goes much more
I was
smoothly
doing
for me to cooperate.
a phone-a-thon for college. I was getting paid for it because I needed some cash, and I called this individual, and I said, "Oh, good afternoon. This is so and so from the university," and they like stopped, and with the full seriousness of a English teacher pedantly correcting a child said, "It's not afternoon, it's evening. It's after 5 o'clock." I was like, "Sorry, good evening."
That's a great response, though, right? Like, hey, I'm gonna be a pedantic asshole. It's like, you have the right to do that. I'm sorry. Good evening. How are you? Let's start that over.
I just said, "Well, I'm sorry. Oh, well, good evening." And I just went on with spiel, but it bugged me so bad that person needed to had the burning need to like correct me on something that was just not necessary. Like I get, I'm calling from a university asking for money. I get, I'm taking up valuable time in your life. So like, I'd rather you just yell at me and hang up.
I did that once. I yelled at one of those guys. I had one of the.
Say sorry, no, thank you.
Yeah. They called and they like just went into their spiel and like I couldn't get them to shut up. And then I finally like. They're like, so how much can we put you down for this? I'm like, well, how much are you guys gonna pay off my student loans? Like what? I'm like, why would I give you more money? Why I still owe you money? That's idiotic. And they just like, oh, sorry, and hung up on me and never called back. It was really weird. So I don't know if there's a list that they put you on.
Apparently, me and Jared are getting grounded by the
By the tavern music? Okay.
Yes. You're fine. We're not.
I can turn you guys up. I feel like last week, one Druid might have been really, really loud, so I turned him down a little bit. But
Druid's always loud. No offense, Druid.
now, okay, now we should all be equal, and the music is quieter.
The reason I'm always loud is because in order for me to be able to see my screen with my current desk setup, I literally have to have my microphone up against my throat.
Interesting.
Be clearing the microphone.
Pretty much.
All right, I'm about done with this. A little more tower action going on. I changed the game. The game is different now.
Oh, good.
Again?
Yep. Yeah. Again. That's what playtesting is for.
Yeah.
So now I've gotten rid of normally what I had. This is a quick synopsis for anybody who doesn't want to make it a game. It's fun. It's a tower defense game. I like it. Every character. Whoop. Little characters here. Boop, boop, little bird people. Get like a primary ranged tower, a wall tower that you can build a bunch of, and then like a support tower that gives an aura that buffs everything up around it. And I've removed their specialty towers. They had a specialty tower, like the archer had a big ballista sniper tower thing. And now the players can jump into their towers, which they could always do, but it doesn't matter. And when they do that, the tower gets bigger, one, and then becomes that sniper tower. And you can still shoot your stuff and attack from the tower, but it becomes a super beefed up tower as long as you're inside of it. And it's free. You can jump in all the time and you can move it around. It's great. So it's a little bit of like a weird siege mode bunker defense game now.
Yeah,
it's really
and
fun.
a little bit more interactive.
Yeah. I added a little animation so when you get in it, it just like boop, boop, gets bigger, so you can tell when you're inside of it. What else did I do? And then I made the multiplier pearls, which I gave one of my characters 20 of them just to see what would happen, because I'm like, I don't think anybody should ever have more than 20 pearls, period. And it does. It breaks the game. Like, it legitimately breaks the game. Which is weird, because it's only like... Well, maybe it is. It should be 200% everything, right?
Yep.
So your arrows are twice as big. Or is it 4 times as big? Oh no, it's 200%. 4 or 3 times bigger?
I think it's 3 times bigger.
3 times bigger. 3 times bigger. 3 times faster.
I'm bad with percentages, so don't quote me on that.
Yeah. So yeah, so any projectile that was this size is now this size. And you're attacking from 2.4 to 7.2 times a second. That's pretty bananas. It doesn't seem like a lot, because if your character starts with 10 hit points, they have 30 hit points, you're like, that's not overpowered. But then when they shoot 1,000 arrows a second, it's like, that's a problem. That's a problem. So I made it so that you can only buy those. Every time you buy them, it doubles the price. And we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, and we can adjust it. But I'll push that tonight, and then I'm going to try to rebuild the UI so people can pick their character in the level select screen. And I think I'm going to do something like this, where like have all the characters down at the bottom and the levels up top. I want a lot of characters.
Yeah.
I want a lot of characters, but maybe I'm only going to have like 6 for a while. Please don't point that at my face. Don't point at your face either. Flashlights are not for pointing at your eyes. Yeah, it's bright. We have figures of speech, of course, but they don't include questions like "How are you?" and an expression not to answer the question. Yeah, it's like I said, it's just a formal greeting. Like, I don't think.
Yeah. Like, I get you, Laura Mipsum. My opa immigrated from Germany. I understand. Germans like things to make sense. English is what's the colloquialism? English is 3 languages chimeraed together with 12 other languages, all bundled in a trench coat.
It's a melting pot. I've never heard that before.
And very figurative.
Yeah. English is a messed up language, and the history of the British Isles makes it even worse.
I had something I used to struggle with a lot of the time was speaking in that's not the right term for it, but like speaking with anecdotes, right? Like I couldn't really say something without telling a story.
Yeah.
Without trying to compare it to something. And it was really hard for me to learn how to be direct. And just be like... Yeah. There's a term for that, and I can't remember what it is.
I know it's kind of a common thing among, like, people with ADHD to, like, reply to a story with their own story.
Yep.
But it's more as a way, like, I understand what you mean. This is why I'm telling you the story, because it's a similar situation.
I was taught in English class that that's actually good communication and generally good manners to show the person that you were listening.
Sure. Like there's 2 sides of that though. Like the one side of it is like you're right. There's if you're having a conversation with somebody, right? So a conversation is always answer a question, say something, ask a question. That's how a good conversation goes. So, and then that person has the opportunity to answer your question, input their own input, and then ask you a question. And that's a really good conversation strategy. If you are someone who doesn't know how to have conversations, try that. That's a great starting point. And that's why I think a lot of the times saying, hey, how are you doing, is the invitation to start a conversation, because it's you answer your question and then you add to it, right? So,
Yep.
But the downside to that is when you need direct answers, or this is not a conversation, this is me asking you a question for relevant information, and then we need to move on. And so, like, especially like office meetings, you don't have a conversation during office meetings. But there's always one person who's just like, I'm going to jump in here and start talking. It's like, shut up. We just needed the numbers, and then we can all go home. So, like, I was the person that was always just like, I'm going to input my own thing here. And it's like, we don't need you to talk right now. We need you to just wait. It's good sometimes. But when you are a student, it's not always the best thing to be the one that's always talking in class. People get mad at you.
True.
And I will also add, I did have like a course.
I'm rolling dice.
In college.
Oh, sorry, Corvus, I didn't hear you.
There's this, no, it's fine. There is this thing called, like, at a workshop in active listening, and the one thing that the lady was drilling into is, do not answer someone's story with your own story. That means you were not listening to what they were saying.
Yeah.
Actively.
I do think that's part of like
prepping for a conversation.
Yeah.
And it was specifically like when you're like you just have to gauge, like, is this a time where they want me to say something? No, okay. I need to listen with full intention.
Mm-hmm. And the other part of that,
maybe give slight nods saying that I am listening.
Right. Sometimes the best way to show you're listening is to just shut up. Like, that's something I've heard before.
Exactly.
The other side of that is like the tendency for narcissism, which I'm not saying that all people that do this are. I probably was a little bit in college. Just like, how can I bring this back around to me? How can attention be redirected to me?
That is most college kids.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very common. It's a very common thing.
To some extent. Yeah.
Especially for like little kids as well.
Yes.
Because especially if another child is getting attention, they're like, that's great, but now look what I can do. It's like, kid, we're not we're not focusing on you right now. Very common thing. Very common thing. Half-dragon barbarian conqueror, who is the epitome of strength. Ooh, half-dragon.
Big old buff boy.
So that's probably, we're dealing with Pathfinder then.
Yeah.
For half dragons.
There are dragons in D&D. It's not 5e.
That is true.
Who's the fitness YouTuber?
Which one?
The Lean Beef Patty, is that right?
Yeah.
That's who I want to draw for this half-dragon bar.
Patty's great.
Which one is that?
She is probably the most famous of the female bodybuilders.
Yeah. I mean, she's the only one I know of.
She's the only one I know of by name.
She's buff. She's buff as fuck.
The only, like, bodybuilder guy I still know by name is Jeff Nippard, and that's just because he's got all the science information that I actually want to learn.
I watch, shoot, what's his name? Dr. Mike, but the bald one.
Oh, right.
He's a weird dude.
He's a very weird dude.
Very weird dude. His type of humor is very dry, and I sometimes get lost in whether or not he's telling a joke for a second, which I think is part of his thing.
Yep.
Yeah. I do think he is very funny. I like his sense of humor a lot. It matches mine, honestly.
I found someone on Instagram or Facebook the other day, and they were drawing. It was drawing some kind of demon, but they took the hair and just like made the buns into the horns, and it's like you couldn't really tell if it was horns or buns, and I'm like, that's really cool. I super dig that. Yeah, the kid has been exaggeratedly eating things lately, which is really funny. So just there, he walked up to me, put a chip in his mouth, and went, "Ow!" I got a message held for review. I need to turn my... I don't know why it always turns off my moderation activity. Unless someone else already got it.
I'm trying to, like, read what it calls it, and I think it just was the word female.
Oh. Interesting. All right. YouTube, what are you doing? Get your shit together.
It's like, I get it. It's used a lot by...
It's such a derogatory term.
It has been becoming used derogatorily by specific Giga Chad jackasses.
We only draw the Giga Chads here. We don't facilitate them.
No. I know you don't like the term himbo, but we generally try to make the beefy dudes nice.
Wait, does the Giga Chad have to be a douche?
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
By today's common parlance, yes.
Well, I don't use it in common parlance, so I don't know these things.
Well, neither do I, but the algorithm only recognizes common parlance because it's not a person.
Sorry, that wasn't a...
No, yeah. I'm sorry, yeah.
I didn't know that.
I was just...
I didn't know that, is what I was trying to say. So.
Fair. Sorry. Am I spicy this morning? I might be spicy this morning.
We started off on a weird topic.
True.
Speaking of Giga Chads, I have to go change a dirty diaper. I'll be right back.
The internet is truly a cursed place.
Did I miss anything?
Not really. Nothing worth repeating, probably.
These Mormons need to be stopped, Jared.
I know.
My parents brought home... I didn't ask for it. I normally don't drink it. A case of Mountain Dew. And Mountain Dew now has dirty Mountain Dew.
Fantastic.
So it's cream soda Mountain Dew, and it's... I decided to have a sip, and it's very sour. And, like,
Really?
obviously it has, like, the cream soda taste, but it's, like, also just very sour. I was like, why is this incredibly sour? It's just...
It's weird.
Very weird. Because normally cream sodas are, like, taste
Honey
overly
flavored
sweet to me.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it's because they're like usually flavored with honey and vanilla. Atomic
yeah.
says it tastes like a lemon bar.
Yeah, it does. It's like the lime flavor is just like gone away, completely subsumed by the cream flavor.
Weird. Thank you for that also, Lorem Ipsum. I appreciate that. Man, like, I just can't do soda anymore. Like, at all. And it's not even just because it destroys my intestines anymore. Like, the things get so fucking saccharine, and I can't handle it.
I have mostly cut myself back to sugar-free Pepsi.
Okay.
And
so, clarification.
yeah,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, we were
on
just
to-
talking about soda.
Yeah, we moved on to sodas. Apparently, there's dirty Mountain Dew now, which is Mountain Dew mixed with cream soda.
Okay.
It's very sour because my parents got something. I just tried a little bit of it, and it's like I don't like it.
Well,
I don't like Mountain Dew anyways. It's always too it tastes syrupy
Um,
some days.
we used to do that back in the day.
Oh yeah, go to like a McDonald's or a Wendy's and go to the soda fountain, put in everything.
Yep, everything you can. Speaking of Giga Chads, yeah, there you go. Carbonated fructose to survive.
No. Soda as in a soft drink.
Yeah.
Pop.
Sorry, soda
Yeah.
is in short for soda pop.
Yep.
Or a soft drink.
Giga Chad. I want to go back to Giga Chad.
Okay.
So my colloquial understanding of Giga Chad was just to say badass. Is the derogatory nature of it calling someone a Giga Chad or just being used by shitty people? Because I could see it being used by shitty people, considering it's like prime meme territory.
Yeah. I think, I think it's because the term Giga Chad, like it was not derogatory, and then it was kind of adopted as a mantle for, what's his name?
What, the alpha people?
Yeah, exactly. That the strong alpha male. They're like the
manosphere idiots.
Manosphere? Man, I am not part of this at all.
So, manosphere is like a new term, but it refers to people who are like listening to like Andrew Tate.
Oh,
and
that's the guy.
Yeah.
I was at the dentist yesterday. Sorry. Segue, but not segue. I was at the dentist yesterday, and this guy was there with his kid. Because this old man getting some kind of thing done to his teeth. I don't know the story.
Yep.
But they were in front of me in line, and I was kind of like half listening to what they were talking about. And the kid had to stay there for him, so they were kind of talking. And this kid, I'm guessing he's like 17, maybe 18-ish.
Oh God.
Was only there because he had to drive his dad home after the procedure. They sat down and they were talking about something, and the dad started talking. He's like, I found this new podcaster and he's really good and blah, 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 blah. And he was talking about Andrew Tate. And I'm like, oh, man, that sucks. And then he started talking trash on like, last time I was here, they had all this goddamn K-pop playing. And I'm like, you got to turn that shit off. And I was like, ooh, gross. I've said that before. So I also don't like. And so I'm like freaking out because I'm like, crap, I'm closer to age to that guy than I am to that kid. And
Yeah.
then like after about 5 minutes of this kid listening to his dad talk like this, he just goes, yeah, he's not new and he's a piece of shit. And I was like, hell yeah.
Thank you, kid. Thank you.
Thank you
this is
so
great.
much.
The universe has balanced itself out. And the dad just shut up. He's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I was like, all
Sorry,
right.
Dad, that guy that you think that you like wants to enslave women sexually. So how about you shut the fuck up?
One of the weirder aspects of the manosphere stuff, I recently learned about this myself because there was a documentary about it. There are young guys like from like 17 to their like mid-20s, because if you're past like 26, you're old.
Right.
Yep.
They are taking hammers and breaking their jaws,
Yeah.
Oh,
like
so they can have
micro-fracturing their jaws to shape them
Gotcha.
into
Yeah.
a chiseled.
They're literally trying to become that's specifically why, because you know the Giga Chad was that kind of funny meme about the basically
hyper masculine.
handsome Squidward.
Yeah, handsome Squidward.
Hyper-masculine, handsome Squidward. And it was always supposed to be a joke, and people have started taking it seriously.
Okay.
Specifically, really shitty people have started taking it seriously.
And I
that's
think
why it
Atomic just said that
became
Giga Chad is
something
someone
bad.
used as shorthand for someone with toxic masculine traits. Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
But see, to me, like once again, that doesn't seem derogatory to me, right? Like it is.
Yeah,
Which maybe it is.
I wouldn't really call it derogatory.
But it's derogatory to a derogatory person. Whereas himbo and bimbo are derogatory to the person you're talking about.
Yeah.
And that's where I was a little confused. Because yeah, I could definitely like, if I would use it more in that someone is being kind of a toxic douchebag, right? Like that's fine.
Yeah. We are literally getting back to English is a stupid language.
Right.
Because all of these
Maybe
terms in a matter of years have basically flipped terminology. I don't even think bimbo is derogatory anymore because people. I mean, it still is a little bit because it's female related and our culture is shitty that way. But like
that's like the derogatory is.
It's used affectionate now instead of derogatory.
Yeah, but that doesn't make the term less derogatory. That's the problem. Is like derogatory has a lot of intent behind it. So like, which is where like I think everyone's right with saying like understanding that what a Giga Chad is versus calling someone a Giga Chad is I don't think used the same way, right? You wouldn't call somebody a Giga Chad to insult them. That's when something would be derogatory.
Sure.
Like right?
Yeah.
So that's why I was saying I don't think it is, which is another way to look at it.
But generally speaking, bimbo and himbo aren't used that way either.
Yeah,
they're no longer used.
Anymore.
Yeah, they're no longer used.
Because like himbo, very much when it came into being, was a purely affectionate term for kind of the Kronk of the world.
Sure.
Yeah. It's literally synonymous with golden retriever boyfriend.
Okay.
Yeah.
And bimbo has it's almost been reclaimed because I hear it used somewhat affectionately still for
like I've seen women use it to call themselves affectionately.
Yeah, and each other, and like even some non-toxic men in the LGBT community calling girls affectionately bimbo, and I give that specifically like credit for that becoming a no longer derogatory term specifically for I'm not doing good with names today. Famous country singer, Corvus. Dolly, yeah. Dolly Parton.
I love how you assumed I would know.
She's from your neck of the woods. I assumed
Tennessee.
Rook would know as well, but I wanted to pull you into it because I think you're a little bit more on the same page.
I missed whatever we were saying. The kid just took my drink and poured it all over the floor.
I think because of Dolly Parton, the term bimbo has been reclaimed and redefined in a positive manner.
Sure.
That is the point. Anyway.
Yeah, and so Lauren just made the comment that I was thinking about, but like it's held for review, and I don't know if we should show it on YouTube or not. Yeah. But like it's yeah, okay, there you go. I think that's kind of the thing, right? Like it's partially preference, right? Like there is no universal agreement about whether or not a word will be insulting to somebody or is appropriate for use and who can appropriately use it, right? Like that's always going to be people's things. And I think the cultural issue that pops up is when it becomes too normal.
Yeah. We're talking about common parlance again. We're talking about the way in which it gets used in society most often.
And so that's one of the big. I have a lot of very liberal LGBTQ plus friends that really hate the. What's the word? What's the stupid word that they use all the time? Dang it.
I don't know.
Political correctness. The whole 10 years ago, political correctness was the thing, and it was the big buzz, and it's like just stop being shitty to people. That's all you got to do. And so like, especially within community effectiveness, yeah, and so like there's a little bit of like us making fun of the term Giga Chad and talking about it versus what you're talking about with like people that use it as a masculine
form of endearment.
Yeah, like it's very different. It's very different usage of the word, and so it means very different things. And I always think it's really funny, just to kind of like cap the Giga Chad thing is that like it's supposed to be this very masculine thing, but it was like Squidward, right?
Yeah, it was handsome Squidward.
The origin of it is kind of the least masculine thing I can think of. Don't get me wrong, I love SpongeBob, but like he's a sponge.
Yes. And a sponge specifically designed to be entertaining for children.
It's good.
And Squidward was the antagonist. The grumpy old man, the adult in the room, who has no fun.
I'm so glad that kid just like told his dad to shut up.
Yeah.
So funny to me. I almost laughed, like I almost lost it.
I mean, fair.
But so just to keep going with what we were talking about, like the difference between, oh god, we were talking about The Sopranos, right, a while ago, and how shitty that show is, even though it's
yesterday.
like,
Yeah.
well, Drew and I were talking about it a while ago too.
Oh,
Yeah.
But like, I started watching it because YouTube Shorts started showing it to me. I didn't start watching the show. I started watching the shorts because I'm like, hey, I remember this show, but I didn't actually watch it. It's very homophobic. Like, it's very mob culture-y, not okay with that stuff. And I was just like, wow, I don't remember this, like people talking about this, but now it is very inappropriate, right? Like the way we talk about things and when things get reclaimed or not, the intent of that show was still very derogatory in nature. So even though we've decided that you can use different words differently, like the intent of that show still hits at that point in time when the show is made, and that is important. Like that kind of stuff is important.
Yeah.
it's like how me and you were talking about when I was listening to The Lord of the Rings, the audiobook, and some of the older hobbits are using the term queer, but like their inflection and way they're using it makes me feel icky.
Sure.
It's like I use that term for myself, but like way they were saying it and way like Andy Serkis put inflection on, I was like, they don't mean it the way I mean it, and then not in a positive light. And it's very off. Like,
but they're also not using it in a sexualized way either, right? Like they're not using it to define somebody in that way. They're just saying like those people in Bucklet are weird, and it's like
weird.
It's weird, which that's where the term came from, right? Like that's in its native form, which I think is interesting.
Yeah. You can't, like, I feel you on that, Corvus. You can't get away from that feeling in like any sort of English period piece, because it was a very common word for just saying like, that person's messed up in the head.
Yeah. And then there's the whole thing about someone put some food on like a griddle in the books, and it's just like, I hate that word so much. I hate that England uses that word so liberally for like various different things.
Griddle?
The F slur.
Oh.
For gay people.
Yeah.
I just like, I know it has different meanings, but it's just like, here it only has one meaning, and it's normally not a good one.
So I grew up in pseudo-rural Idaho, very Catholic, and I remember being a kid and singing "Don We Now Our Gay Apparel" and being like, "Am I allowed to say that? Is that okay? Am I gonna get in trouble? Why are we wearing gay apparel?" Those are not things that I was born with. Someone put that in my head. Right? Like that's weird. That's weird. So, is what it is. But
come on, England, just call it a cigarette. You don't need to call it the other word. Just call it a cigarette. That's what it is.
Bottle of sticks.
Call it death stick, if you will. Some death sticks.
I mean, they're referring to a small bundle of sticks to light the fire with in the Hobbit.
Yeah, but that's also not technically divorced from homosexuality.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I just wanted to clarify Corvus's, like, they aren't referring to cigarettes.
Tell us, Yeah, no.
Okay. Sorry, that was a Lord of the Ring correction, not a word correction.
Yeah. But like in England, they refer to cigarettes as
Gotcha.
the F word.
They refer to pretty much anything that's shape.
Yeah, there's food items called that word as well. So maybe that's why I was confused. Maybe I was mistakenly thinking that it was a food item and not a bundle of sticks.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
So my correction was probably needed in that regard. Because context clues were.
That's why when you said they threw it on the griddle,
fire.
I was like, "What are you talking? Griddle's not a bad word, is it? Did I learn a new bad word today?"
No.
I understand now. I
In
understand.
the context, they were cooking something. So I assumed the F word was a food item because it is a food item in England.
Throw another
well.
bundle on the fire. Is the inference there? Contextually.
It's like,
My mothership character had a trait of collecting grumpy cartoon character hoodies. Whoa. What? Atomic, what are you talking about? Please clarify.
trying to think.
So you're less cursed than the rest of the internet? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah. We try to be nice on here.
We try to be. I think all of us actively try to fight the shittiness,
Yeah.
the inshitification of the internet.
Yeah, I'm still
Probably
like
most.
I'm still a very weird middle of the road libertarian from Idaho every now and again, but like there's some just crazy dumb shittery that drives me crazy. Like we were talking about Yellowstone yesterday and how it's kind of just as bad as the Sopranos was.
Yeah, Cowboy Sopranos.
Yeah, it's Cowboy Sopranos. But like I really liked the old one. Like not the old one. I guess it's like what did we say it was? The 1800
Prequel.
one? The prequel. Not the one with Harrison Ford.
1883.
I like that. I like cowboy movies. Like they're good even though they're weird. But like
I do not. I will say that the actress who played Beth is probably she's such an amazing actress.
which one's Beth? I don't know names.
The daughter.
The daughter,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
The
she's good.
blonde girl with the scar on her face.
Yep.
I like that series.
Yeah,
even though it's stupid. You can like things.
I think the reason I would probably watch the prequel is because that's Sam Elliott, not like Sam Elliott. He's actually a decent human being.
Sam Elliott's great. I do love Sam Elliott.
He's great in, what is it, Roadhouse?
God, was he in the new one or the old one?
The old one.
Man, I don't remember.
With,
him in the old
Patrick Swayze. I didn't know they made a new one.
Oh yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal. I haven't seen it yet, but I kind of want to see it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Sam Elliott was a Wade.
Is Roadhouse
That's sort of
still...
a western.
Okay. So is Roadhouse
that like
a
a
gay
modern
movie?
western.
I have to know this. Like, is it a movie that has been accepted by the gay community?
I don't know.
Like Top Gun, 100%, right? Like no question. Lord of the Rings, maybe. But Roadhouse.
I don't know about Roadhouse, but probably Dirty Dancing.
It's the same character. Like, not. I mean, it's the same actor, but like, it's also the same character. This could be my thesis here.
It is considered a cult classic for the gay community. So,
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I don't know enough about media, period, to be able to answer it for you. So we'll
Big
go with
buff
whatever
dudes just
Corvus
roughhousing
found on the internet.
Hard to beat.
Yeah. I think one reason that probably helps be that is because Patrick Swayze played a drag character, and a lot of people love that movie.
Yeah,
I watched that. It's good.
It's amazing.
Yeah, Tu Wong Fu. It's an even longer name, but Tu Wong Fu is the best.
I got sat down and watched that movie.
Oh,
Like, one of my family members was just like, let's watch something. I'm like, okay, and I sat down. I'm like, what is this?
that's a weird movie just to sit down and watch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was not
especially for a Catholic
expecting
family.
any of it, and I was like, okay. Like,
Oh,
it also has what's the guy's name? Shoot,
Wesley Snipes
what's his name's? Yep.
and
The other guy's the guy.
oh god, the
The guy who plays Luigi in the Super Mario
Yeah.
Brothers movie.
what is his name?
What is his name? Shoot, John
I don't know.
Leguizamo? I can't say his last name, but I think that's him.
Yeah,
I
I
gotta look
have
it
no
up.
idea.
I'm pretty sure it's
Hang on,
John.
hang on. John Leguizamo.
Yeah, his last name is hard to say.
I'll post a
It still
picture.
sounded like mumbling Corvus.
His character is not
I
my
was
favorite in the
mumbling.
movie. But other than that, I like that movie a lot.
That guy, Jared.
Gotcha. Yeah.
He's also in Carlito's Way, which is a great movie. That's a good mom movie. I like that one.
He's apparently also in Ice Age.
Yeah, he's the sloth.
Yeah.
He's the sloth.
He's the
Yeah,
sloth.
he said the sloth.
He's great. He's in a ton of stuff.
John Wick, the first one. He's
Yep.
in Spawn.
God, he's so good in John Wick
Super
too.
Mario Bros.
Mm-hmm. He's one of those actors that like I'm a big fan of, and then you see him all over the place, and you're like, holy shit, he's in this movie too. It's great.
I vaguely remember watching Super Mario Bros. I don't remember it well.
There's some guys on TikTok. Well, they might be
because
on
it's a
YouTube,
fever
actually,
dream.
I don't know.
Sorry.
I only see their shorts, where they just watch old movies and talk about them. That's all they do. So, and I get clips of them, and they were talking about the Super Mario Brothers movie, and they had made the comment of like, yeah, we finally get to see the Mario in their classic colors, but they're not wearing the plumber's outfits. They're wearing some kind of weird ass jumpsuit. Like, what the fuck's going on here? And like, I love their kind of take on watching some of those old movies because yeah, I love them. Oh my god, kid.
Yeah.
There's-
Atomic has explained the Mothership character thing.
Oh, let me look.
Mothership is a TTRPG,
Okay.
and he brought it up, I think, because we were briefly talking about Squidward and other foils to excessive happiness. Is a point I made.
Okay. Built a character for that horror tabletop RGB, and they found the character relatable. Nice. All right.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay.
Cool.
Sorry for the confusion, Atomic.
Yep.
There's a contention that happens from time to time when we're on stream about like people just saying shit out of nowhere, and it's not that
Yeah.
I'm mad at people that they do it. It's just like I need the context because I have no idea what's happening.
Yeah.
Like context
And-
first, please. Oh my god.
Probably double frustrating for them on the other side because
Yeah.
like the three of us are basically podcasting here and they're trying to interact with us.
Yeah.
And you guys are unfortunately lucky if we glance at chat sometimes.
Right.
For which I apologize.
Also, there is a delay, and
There
depending
is
on
a
like
delay. Yeah.
how much of a delay there is, it
I love people interacting on
We-
YouTube.
we-
If you want to be more not delayed, feel free to talk on Discord. Oh, kid, you are so cute, so frustrating. I'm done with this half dragon. I stole the hair bun horns because I think that's interesting. And then I went beefy axe maiden. I dig it. All right,
Looks good.
you were drawing something, Druid. What happened to it? Like,
I
just zoomed out.
was trying to warm up with a satyr and I haven't given up, but it's been, because I got pretty sick. It's been a while since I drew, and I'm still getting my feedback under me, so I put it away for now. I might pick it up again in a minute.
You okay, kid?
We'll see.
Oh,
I am not erasing it like I usually do.
Did we learn a lesson now, finally? Don't climb up there. You need to back up. Alright, there's a boy moment. Sit down. Here, have some snacks. Some water. You want juice? Okay, so I gotta go get some juice, so we'll be right back.
All right.
That loss of mortality. Bring up for a third day in a row.
Have you brought that up while I was around? I don't remember that.
Well, we talked about it in just our personal conversations for about like 2 days in a row. I was like, I might as well bring it up for a third time. I do love the nation that it's like based in.
Okay.
Yeah.
What were we talking about here? Kid tried to dump the TV on his head, so I gotta watch out for that.
Oh, gee.
He's fine.
I hope it's just a flat screen.
Yeah, I have a I'm done with this. I'm gonna move this out of the way. Druid drawing. That's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad just leaving your sketches up. Like I don't care.
Yeah.
Just 'cause
you
you-
usually run out of room, and I feel like, first of all, it's your channel. People come here to see you draw.
I wonder about that sometimes.
Well, considering that the people who follow you are still here, and I haven't been for at least 2 weeks, I'm gonna say, yeah, people come here to see you.
I've definitely had people come in and ask me about your art.
Oh.
Yep.
So that's a thing that's happened. So I have one of these IKEA
I think
things.
we've even had people suggest like they wanted you to draw it.
Oh yeah, like Drew can
when
draw
you're
my
not
stuff.
here.
And I was like that. He's not here. I got one of these IKEA things that's bolted to the wall so it can't fall over, and then I got a TV on top of it. The problem is the kid will try to like climb up onto the top of this and just like hug the TV. It's like, kid, no, don't do that. And sometimes that's just like him sitting here with his feet on the shelves, and it's like, don't do that either. Like, what are you doing? And so I constantly have to just like corral him away from the shelf. And I don't have a good solution for this yet. I could get like a wall mounted thing, but then like, why do I even have the TV stand? So I don't know. Don't be afraid to just leave your sketches about, dude, is what I was saying. People like them. Just because you don't think they're finished. People like your sketches.
Thanks.
A pit fiend, tiefling, pugilist. He's a bigger guy. Muscle and fat. Always has a smile on his face. Wears an eye patch. Alright. Pit fiend. Pit fiends are just like classic demons, right?
Yeah, I think so.
They're the big, early Balrog looking things.
Yeah. Let's draw some Giga Chad cheeks.
They're also a little bit like Hellboy,
Yeah.
except with his horns grown in.
I'm gonna go real big. Just real big on everything.
Maybe they're a little bit more Diablo demon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't draw a lot of chunky boys. I don't draw a lot of chunky anything, really. I get chunky rugbies sometimes.
I still occasionally miss paper bag rugby, but then when I see him, I'm also like, oh, that's weird.
Dalcor draws a really good, realistic rugby, and every now and again he'll just like throw it at me. Like, look at this thing I made, and I was just like, it's horrible. It's horrible, and I love it. Rugby with realistic human teeth haunts my nightmares. Yeah, I mean, like, human feet is also scary. Like, rugby's feet get way too detailed. I don't like it.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's like a Furby. It's a Furby that ate a person. Dun, 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 dun. Where am I? I'm lost. There we go. I need chunky boys. I need chunky boys. Trying to think of a good reference to use. What's the guy from Full Metal Alchemist? That's what I'm gonna draw.
Armstrong.
No. The old teacher's husband.
Oh, Sid? I think. Hang on. Full Metal Alchemist.
He's just like a brick wall. Like,
yep.
Sig Curtis.
I was close.
Yes, you were.
Sure, we'll probably have a picture faster than that, but
Yep, here we go.
I just need. Alternatively, I just need pictures of silverback gorillas. Dun, 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 dun. GG, welcome in.
Discord is not letting me copy paste.
You can't show pictures of chunky men. Inappropriate.
So it looks like it might be up to you, Corvus.
I need bigger horns here. Oh, so the that's pretty close to what I was thinking. I don't want to just shoot. How do I talk about this? Not sponsored. Not sponsored. Okay, the D&D Shorts guy just had a successful Kickstarter for his book. The art looks great in it. I'm curious if Allie Briggs did any of the art in it, because there's some pretty sweet dragons in there.
Oh.
And I need to look that up. We got something going on here, but I'm not a big fan of what's going on. Oh, wrong layer. Well, that solves that problem. But we're needy kids. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this head and we're gonna move it down. What? I want it to be red. Why is it blue? I'm gonna move this head down. Get the horn knobs on here like that. really compress this down. And then go a little heavier on the shoulders. There we go. That's better.
Hey, Twin V, welcome in. My computer might be having some issues.
Why is that?
I'm just, I'm having some problems accessing some things. So I might
Discord took a
restart
poop.
my computer and be back in a minute.
Okay. No problem.
Okay.
We went everywhere today, didn't we? So we went everywhere today, didn't we? We've been all over the place.
And we've only streamed for just a little over an hour.
I've only done one drawing in an hour. That's not good.
Well, you spent forever on that tower,
I did. Because we were just...
then kind of forever on the first
Shit.
one.
It's not even a good tower. Hey! Kid! You don't need to be pulling that out. What are you doing? Whatever. Part of me is like, I want to go just yell at the boy and be like, stop messing with this stuff. But the other part of me is like, it doesn't matter. Like, so what? I have a mess I have to pick up
don't
later.
mind
But
it.
like, he's not hurting anything. Whatever. He's just pulled out a whole bunch of soda cans from a in one of those boxes on the shelf. There's just like extra sodas and waters and stuff. He is now dismantling that. He is just putting them all over the floor. Who knows? Who knows?
As long as he's not opening them up and just pouring them out.
Yeah. That's what it, like, a few seconds ago I got really upset because he took my sparkling water and he's just like, I want this. I'm like, yeah, you can drink it, that's fine. And he just walked off with it and then he poured it out on into like a bowl that he randomly has. It's like, well, it's not on the floor, but like, don't just pour shit into the bowl, kid. What are you doing?
I'm thinking that's fun.
He's figuring things out. But... Oh. Yeah? Okay. Let's take a look. Alright. Did you hurt yourself? You okay? You chip a tooth? Let me see. Let me see. Kid. Yeah, don't put that in your mouth. Want to drop? I just heard the like pop tab go pchink, and then he started crying. I think he tried to open it with his mouth.
Yeah.
I don't see any chipped
do
teeth
that,
or
kiddo.
anything, so I think he's okay. But definitely didn't do what he thought he was going to do. Oh, he needs an eye patch. What was the other part about this guy? I don't remember. Shoot.
I don't even remember the class.
I don't either.
Control Z.
Yeah, actually, that's a good idea. Let's do that. Tiefling pugilist. Okay. So we need just big old fisticuffs. I'm always just amazingly surprised how the safe stuff can hurt a child. And the dangerous stuff is totally fine. Like, it's not totally fine, but like, to see the kid like climb up something and she'd be like, Jesus, that's not safe, but you seem to be doing it pretty well. Versus like, oh, here's a soda can. Oops, hurt yourself with the soda can. Like, nice job. How did this happen?
I'll be honest, the way you describe your kid often reminds me a lot of my own childhood.
That's good.
My mother despaired of ever getting me to stop climbing on stuff.
I just embraced it. I just built him a jungle gym so he can climb shit all the time.
Yep.
But like, he's got a pretty nasty black eye right now. Because he went outside. Like, we were all going outside. We went outside in the driveway, and he found 2 pine cones. And he was so excited about said pine cones that he's like, check these out, and then started running, tripped, and just ate shit. Like, landed on his face. And it's just like, awesome, great. At first it wasn't so bad. He just had a little tiny blip on his cheek. And then now it's been like 4 or 5 days. That eye is just black. It's just like completely black. It's not swollen. It never swelled up or anything. It's just got a big old.
Get out there in the streets just beating up other toddlers.
Yep, he's got one of these. He's got one of the shiners. He's just like, I'm totally fine.
Drew, were you here when me and Rick were talking about the devil nuns?
I don't think so.
I think I said they weren't sexy enough for something called the devil nun.
I mean, they're not called devil nuns, but
All right.
When you say
they're
that,
Asmodean
I agree
nuns.
with Rook.
I'm gonna post something. See if I can find it. See if I can find it in Discord.
This isn't Warhammer.
Oh yeah, no, I'm thinking of Hitman.
Yep.
Maybe that's not appropriate. They're nuns.
I have a feeling that those specific nuns are not commissioned by the Pope.
Hitman is a really weird game, but
It is.
if you're a retired hitman, what better place to work than at the church? This is supposed to be a tiefling, which I guess it's fine. I don't know how.
Well, let's be honest. Tieflings are just a playable race for devils.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Just trying to
It was
feel.
like a pit fiend tiefling.
This feels like a pit fiend though. Like I'm trying to figure out how would I make it less pit fiend, more tiefling, which maybe that just doesn't matter. Maybe it just doesn't matter.
Well, it doesn't got like giant scales on it, so
That's true.
I think you're good.
That's fair. I was thinking about giving him spikes, but yeah, whatever.
Like knuckle spikes, like built-in bone knuckles.
Yeah, I was thinking like little. That makes him look very pit fiendish.
Yeah.
What if we just give him the arms? What if it's just his arms? Contouring. I have to make sure all of my shading lines go with the direction of the muscles.
Did you get caught up on chat while I was?
Oh God, no, I did not. Hold on.
While I was
Love the D&D shorts. Antimatter, welcome in, by the way. I have most of the OSE stuff. Love old school. Thanks for making the content. Yeah, no problem. Kids are a big mood. Yeah, 100%. I was thinking of reflavoring the sorcerer to cast magic through soul points, either by casting it through their own hit points or by absorbing souls into themselves. That's interesting. We've talked a little bit about like the sorcerer itself is. I don't think the sorcerer should be a class. I think the sorcerer should be a race. Because it makes
like
more sense for
attack on heritage.
Yeah, like it should be a template or something that just is added on there, because it makes more sense for me for sorcerers to be Constitution casters, which is not a thing, but like it makes more sense to me that way instead of charisma. And so I like the
even
idea.
if you get spells from your heritage, it's always charisma.
Yeah, no, that's 100% the way D&D is set up. Yeah, like it makes total sense. And I think the reason they did that is because if you make it Constitution based, then you only stack Constitution and you become the most damage dealing, tankiest thing ever, and it's too much. Which is kind of the same problem with Dexterity being a tank stat and a damage stat.
Yeah.
But so the need for another stat makes sense, but I do think that soul points or just using your hit points I think would help with that. And so yeah, that's a cool idea. It's a cool idea. I'd like to see how you do it, because I've seen a few people try a few different things.
The absorbing souls thing sounds an awful lot like divinity.
It's also the Blood Rager, how the Blood Rager works. Blood Rager's kind of fun.
Go ahead, Corvus.
I will push back a little bit.
Sure.
On about like when you said about the Constitution thing. I don't think it's game breaking as you think it is. Cause
I don't either.
There's the Kineticist, which is a Constitution caster.
Oh, really? I thought they used.
Yes.
How does that work
They
for the
use
Kineticist?
Constitution. You only have 8 hit points. You only get like 8 points of health per level up. So just give them a lower hit die instead of like a D10.
Does the sorcerer get a D10?
Count solved. No. Sorcerers only get D6.
Okay.
So, like, you could easily just have a sorcerer be a Constitution caster, at least in, I think it's even the case in the 5e where they only get D6.
Okay. Just as a quick aside, I completely agree with you. Like, I also think this. My pushback is I think the reason they don't, right? I think they're worried about that.
I think it's mostly tradition at this point, is that sorcerers are always tied to Constitution. Not Constitution, charisma.
Charisma, yeah.
I think it's just purely for legacy.
And I do, the charisma stat makes a lot of sense for bards. And it's just like force of will, right? Like, so when you look at spells like necromancy, makes sense that it's charisma based. Or like illusory magic, maybe. Things like compulsion and like domination, which are old spells, all make sense with charisma, right? Like there's this weird spot between constitution, wisdom, and charisma, which I think is will, right? Like, and these two things kind of spawn from your will. And so it used to be that like those spells like dominate mind and control person were cleric spells, right? Like,
Yeah.
and the wizards all use intelligence because it's like I'm using the weave of magic to do things, but you also from your int, your will was supposed to be your strength in applying that, and like you have things like the spell failure rates. We used to have to make concentration checks all the time. I think those were charisma based. I think they still are, aren't they? Or are they now charisma based again?
They're constitution based.
Yeah. Okay. So that makes sense. That's I think that makes a lot of sense to me. Because
At least there are in 2e and well, I think in second edition Pathfinder, it's just you roll a d20.
And sometimes, like, I vaguely remember for Pathfinder 1, my friend having to do will saves, or fortitude saves and will saves. Will saves, wisdom, I believe. Again.
Yes, they are.
Which makes a lot of sense, too, for faith. So, like, there's the faith side of things of, like, knowing your own confidence and being sure about yourself. And then there's the charisma where you're imposing that on others. So, like how are you projecting yourself? So there's the internal, which is will, which would be the defense and or like the strength of it, and then the charisma is how well you can project that outward. And I think that's a really cool way to look at spellcasting in general. But mathematically, it gets busy and messy with as many spells as there are and different like functionalities of it. So I think you could absolutely take those and go in those directions. But for simplicity's sake, they just like say all of these spells are charisma, done, like out of the run, right? All of these spells are wisdom. But they could make it a lot more complicated, and I think that'd be fine.
Yeah.
Human hexblade fighter wearing full plate armor, wielding a bill hook pole arm. Nice. I will put it on the list.
Concentration is not a mechanic in 2e. It's a tag, meaning like, so if you're casting a spell that requires concentration, that means you can't do it while you're raging.
Yeah.
But it's not like you're not maintaining concentration on a spell, and if you get hit, you have to roll something.
Right. Yep. You're correct. I remember that now.
So
5e did a lot more.
Even if you're sustaining a spell, if you get hit, you can still sustain that spell.
Do they still have spell failure rates? I don't remember. I think they took those out for armor too.
No, they took those out.
Yeah, because Pathfinder 1 very much was like your armor dictated what you could cast, which was kind of interesting. But
it was a little bit, but I haven't even heard of very many games where people play with that. For like every game that I have ever played in first edition Pathfinder, we just did not play with the spell failure rate rules and basically said that casters could not wear armor to simplify things.
Well, the other part was like mage armor, right? So like
you generally speaking, first edition Pathfinder has enough spell stuff that you're better off with.
And I think it's
anyway.
I think it's also a balancing thing, because if you're a wizard wearing full plate mail and you can't walk but you can levitate and shoot fireballs, that might be a problem. So, I'll be right back. 1 second.
Sure.
Yeah. 3.5 wizards were broken beyond, I don't say beyond repair. I've heard horror stories of what wizards could do. They could solo a party.
Yeah.
Like level 5. Like you can just adventure by yourself.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if that's feasible in first edition Pathfinder. It's definitely not, but 1e wizards are still pretty strong. Wizards. Yeah.
I think there was, considering how people were reacting to the wizard for 2e before the remaster, they're like, wizards kind of got nerfed between the two editions.
They did. But I think that 2e wizards, I don't think boring.
Sorry.
They are boring in the way that fighter is boring, which is to say, not cookie cutter. They're exactly what you expect them to be.
Yeah. And in the remaster, a lot of people argue that they were nerfed even more. I don't know. I've not played with anyone in the remaster for
Yeah, me
Wizard.
neither. I haven't looked at Wizard since the remaster.
I know
But
they got rid.
yeah. I
So like, I
suspect
don't
they are
think
still worth playing. If people are mad, it's probably just because they're not as overpowered as they were.
I'm mad at Wizards because they don't get any feats. It's just they have such a lack of variety of feats. I'm not even like I've mentioned this with Rook a few times, where like I think you should just get your event school feat for free because that's a level 8 feat.
Mm,
That's like you're going to take it because everyone wants to have that extra focus point, and Wizards can't get any more focus points outside of their two school uh school spells,
right, right.
and they just have like none of the feats are like I. This is such a bore. These are so boring.
Yeah, like I get you. I absolutely do. First edition Pathfinder wizards were exactly the same. Like you could take meta magic feats, but there weren't a lot of meta magic feats worth taking. Hey, Bionic, welcome in. Yeah, and there weren't a
They
lot of
know
meta
kind of
magic
why
feats
I wanted to
worth taking.
play a
But
Arcanist.
yeah, but like here's the thing, Corvus. Like they they only look boring on paper. Wizards usually are a lot of fun, and it's because you don't get all of the versatility from and skill shit from your feats. You get it from your spell list.
Yeah,
So you
I
like
like.
you
I get.
really
I
yeah.
understand why, but like, sort of like what HB said, Spider and Wizards and kind of Rogues as well. They make no attempt for novelty. I like novelty,
I
and
know,
like
I know.
Wizards are starting to get that, at least in terms of like the Wizard School options. They're now like kind of
Right.
making some unique stuff with it, but it's so like I'm looking as like if I play Wizard, I'm just gonna have to multi-class or
Sure.
like archetype into something else because like and nine with free archetype because like there's just no feat that I want to take because it just doesn't seem fun to take any of the Wizard feats. Oh yay, I'm getting subtle casting. Oh yay, I'm getting quick casting. Like I get they're mechanically strong.
Yeah, but they don't feel fun and unique and interesting to you. Yeah.
Okay.
I get that. I think I'm probably I'm definitely biased because I feel differently than you. And Rook, I'm sure you're gonna back me up on this. Uh, the basic bitch stuff is a lot of fun to play with. Fighter, wizard, rogue, um, and like I think I don't know. I don't know for sure that it's because I'm an artist and feel like I don't need to have novelty stuff in order to be creative. I'm not
I
gonna.
do. I have
I'm
the creative bone of a slug.
okay. Well, like I didn't want to infer that because I actually don't believe that about you. Um, I think that that's too self-effacing. But I think marshals and all of the super basic like core classes that are really just kind of like exactly what you expect to find. I think that the fun in playing them is not in how you build them, but in how you choose to have them react to the world. Like, favorite character I have. Okay, not favorite character I've ever played. One of the most fun characters I've ever played was like a farm boy, Marshall, who had like, basically nothing special. Stats were completely middle of the road, and it's just kind of the way that he interacted both with party and who were all grimdark edgelords. Like it was a lot of fun to be normal in a world where normal is novelty.
I roll a 6, which is a human hexblade fighter wearing full plate armor, wielding a bill. Oh, I just wrote that down too. Who was that?
Yeah,
Whose was that?
that's Twin Bees.
Right. I missed the first half of the conversation.
Yeah.
I was talking about how I was sort of just like rehashing my argument against wizards, and that it's just the reason that I don't play a wizard is because none of the feats seem like enjoyable to take. Like mechanically, they're strong. Like all the meta magics are strong in 2E. But just like I just don't want to take any of them. I want something more.
Sure.
That's just spells.
I think that's pretty common. That's a pretty common thing. Like the people that really like playing wizard like the meta magic, like the customization and the flexibility of weird shit you can do with magic.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty common. But I don't necessarily. I don't want to say I disagree with Druid because I don't. I think basic stuff is fun. But I also think there's a side to that is.
My argument against Corvus, to help fill you in, was that those classes aren't meant to be interesting on paper. They aren't meant to be interesting because of the feats you take, or your specific build. Although you can, like, you're never locked into one build, especially in 2E. But they're meant to be interesting because of the weird shit that you can do in game.
Yeah, I think the pushback I'm getting from that is I feel like that's true for every class. I don't disagree with you. I think you're right. My pushback to that would be very much like because what you said, like your favorite character like was a farmer. Like none of that mattered that they were a wizard. Like not a single part of the story you told.
Or a fighter.
Yeah, it's very much. It's just very much like you built a good character, and that's separate from the class. And I think that's true about most things. And I think we've dealt with that a little bit more with Corvus. You saying that you're not creative. Like you've built a character, and then I've let you switch their class several times. And I think that's the same thing, right? Like that's your creativity. Your creativity is you made a character. How they fit into their class is never really important to me specifically. And so same thing with Druid. It's just like if you're going into a class because you think the class is inherently interesting, that doesn't mean that you've made a good character. Just right. It's like I think there's a little bit of separation there that should be taken with a grain of salt. Which is kind of like Hash Brown just said. The Warlock is definitely meant to be more of a novel interest into class than Wizzy. Yeah, I think that's why a lot of people gravitate towards Warlock and why it's so because it's just generally powerful. Generally powerful. Sorry, it's just generally powerful.
I just thought it was because they have Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's very easy to do a lot of good damage and play the character well, and so it gets the class kind of out of the way for you to build whatever the fuck you want. And so people
like
can.
The Warlock,
yeah.
It's also a fun class to make a character with. Like, even if you're not doing it for pure damage reasons, which is not always the case, a lot of people are. It's like, you come with, like, pre-packaged, like, oh, I have a patron I can interface with. I have all this other stuff that can, like, make roleplay interesting for me. And so, like, the Warlock sort of has a lot of stuff, like, packaged into it mechanically that allows them to make interesting characters if the player wants to do that.
So I'm going to push back again because I think what you're saying is 100% true, and I think it's the same thing that I'm saying, but it's from a different angle because I think it's the opposite for the same reasons, right? You can sit down and say like, hey, my Warlock patron is some eldritch god who wants me to eat people. Like done, right? Like you don't have to come up with anything, and Warlock still works. It works really well because if you want to play a cleric and do the exact same thing, you can, But mechanically with Warlock, it's kind of like you are a character that does X, Y, and Z, and these are the things you get for it, like directly. Like with Cleric, it's just like, here's my god, and I get a weapon, and that's it, right? Like it's much simpler. Warlock is a very good template for a lot of creativity, without a lot of work. So it's.
I mean, it's sort of like how I tried to build my champion, the
Sure.
Kobold.
Yeah,
in a way.
Yeah, the
like,
champion
in a way,
is 100%
they are
warlock.
kind of like a warlock.
And I think that was the weird thing. For a long time with 5e, I made the argument that warlocks and paladins are very similar, and like Critical Role did that very well, right? They blended the two, but like that wasn't novel. It's just they kind of brought that to light to a lot more people, myself included, I guess.
Yeah.
And so with the champion, like the champion is very much a warlock cleric. Like they're like, we're not making a cleric, we're not making a paladin, we're not making a warlock. We have the champion. There's a champion of something, right? Could be anything. And so they distilled that down. And honestly, like if Smite worked on bows, I think a lot more people would dip paladin than they would dip warlock, but they don't.
Yeah.
So
like, it does now.
Yeah, which is great.
Does it?
Like in
I
2026
think it does now.
Did I do this hook right?
Yeah.
Is this what a bill hook is? It's the weird like fisherman thing, right? Or is it a blade?
Hang on. No, it's hang on. It's like a gardening tool, but on a longer pole.
Yeah, maybe I'm thinking something completely different then.
There's a couple of variations.
I was thinking of like the fisherman hook, like the little just hook on a pole.
You're thinking of the gill hook.
Gill hook, yeah. I'm thinking of a gill hook.
This is the one on Wiki.
Yeah.
I'm
But
in
it
the
looks
wrong
like
chat.
they also come in this variation, which is basically a
Okay.
pruning hook.
No, okay, that's close to what I
Yeah.
thought about that.
Yeah.
And then I went into more of a hook, so that's totally fine. We will correct it like that.
So like the second one Drew posted is basically like what early bill hooks, or like when you need to arm peasants for a levy, you just have them slap on their pruning hooks onto a longer pole and call it a day. The other one's more like purpose built.
Oh, so the top one is also a bill hook. It's not a halberd?
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
Interesting.
The halberd's more of an axe
Okay.
shaped. They either have like a back spike or a back hammer. Which it was also just called an axe. Because axes and hammers were the same implement for medieval people.
Sure.
Yeah. So it looks to me like a bill hook can be basically any pole arm where the hook is the primary part of the weapon.
Yeah.
I've accidentally made a Ninja Turtle. That's not plate. I'm making like brigantine armor. Hold on. Let's do an actual plate.
What's this? Bill hook has a hooked bill. Civilian bill hook. Okay. The hook is sharpened on a bill hook.
Yeah, I think that's the main important is like for something to be kind of like a bill hook pole arm,
A
the
runker,
inside
huh?
curve needs to be sharpened.
A runker is not a bill hook. A fantasy pole arm. Okay. It's like someone takes a sword and sharpens the back end of it. Like, I invented a new weapon. It's like, no, you just...
Yeah,
You
that's
just
pretty
made a
funny
backward
because I'm
sword.
pretty sure the thing that they invented is actually just a type of halberd.
Yeah, this is most of half a health. Oh yeah, kid?
So I'm pretty sure there are shapes similar to it, but it's not like exact ones. So
Yeah.
polearms are a broad and complicated category
Yeah.
of weapons.
Yeah.
Well, I think
with
pole
a lot
arm
of
is the-
overlap between the distinctions.
Like pole arm is basically pole axes, but includes more stuff.
Yeah.
Because a pole axe is a specific weapon,
Yeah.
and it's actually shorter than most pole arms.
Arm
Don't
as in
quarterstaffs
weapon.
also
Pole
count as
weapon.
pole
Weapon
arms?
on stick.
Kind of, yeah.
We done did it.
Like when they were training, like in the manual, often like quarterstaffs will come before like pole arms because you would just use the same technique, but you just add on with like hooking motions and
Swap, swap,
cut.
swap, swap.
Because like a pole axe, like I said, is shorter than a normal pole arm, or like say a halberd, and it was also limited on like who would have one.
We
Because
were.
they were often knightly weapons. Pole axes were.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
They would have like a little disc handguard on them near the top.
Is the bill hook the final evolution of the war scythe? Well, I would think it'd go the other direction. Yeah, child appears. Yeah, he's just in the background screaming his head off.
Like a historical war scythe is just like the scythe blade bent up.
Oh yeah, I guess so, right? Because like the war scythe looks like this. It's like straightened. Is that right? And then the fantasy like
Yes.
JRPG war scythes are just like this is big scythes.
Creeping, mowing scythe,
Yeah.
but huge.
Speaking of every time we talk about weapons like this, where we start bringing, I think of Chad again, or Shad, whatever the hell his name is.
Shadiversity.
Yeah, diversity.
And because we were talking about him the other day, and I think we were kind of like dogpiling about just how kind of crappy he is.
Fine.
But
We're allowed
Yeah.
to.
yeah, it's fine. It doesn't matter. I don't know him personally. I've only seen his videos. Whatever. One of them popped up in my feeds after we talked about him, which always creeps me out. But like, I guess I am uploading all of this to YouTube, so whatever.
Yep.
But like, the thumbnail was, "This video game actually did it correct," and I was like, I'm not gonna watch that. I'm not gonna watch it. Give the child the staff of summoning toads. No bad will happen. I'm worried about that. I have a whole bunch of like really old. I say really old. Like they're not like ancient. They're just from my youth, like bamboo swords and stuff, and like old
Yeah.
wooden swords that are not sharp. They're just wood. He can now take both of the kendo swords and just like run around the house with them. It was really cute when he was tiny and he would like drag one around, and now it's getting kind of scary. It's like, uh-oh, he's training.
You're gonna have 0 on your hands soon.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad for dogpiling Shad for a simple fact. He's now went full far right grifter mode, and just like he now has like a new. I didn't find out purposely. I just found out that he has another new channel, like a 4th one, where he like talks about how Mormonism is the correct religion for everyone.
Eesh.
And like all other forms of Christianity are sinful.
That took a direction I didn't expect.
So like, he was very vocally Mormon for a long time.
I mean, I've said this before. Maybe I haven't said it before on channel. I don't know. I think the best way to deal with those kind of people is to just, one, you can trash talk them if you
Cut
want,
them
but
out.
like, two, just ignore them. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
We
just
don't
like, well,
need
I
to give
have.
him.
Goodbye.
We don't. You need to give him any more attention.
Yeah. So
all
I'm sad that we're bringing it up and talking about it again, because it is the opposite of what I want. But
Yeah.
not you bring it up. I brought it up. That's what I'm saying. I'm sad that I brought it up,
Yeah,
but it was
I was
worth
gonna say,
talking about. I think it was
You
worth talking
started this.
Yeah. That was not a directed thing. That was just my stance is to ignore them, and I keep bringing it up. So,
Yep.
using artificers as fantasy design inspiration is neat. Yeah, absolutely. Disengage and ignore what they do. Disengage and ignore them what they do. Yeah, that's a good way to do it, right? I mean, like, that's the...
Absolutely. Twin I have been getting back into art history quite a bit. There's some really cool shit that is making me very much want to build brand new
Hey! Damn it. Sorry. Not you.
settings for my D&D games. And what I should probably be doing is not trying to build new settings, but trying to fold all
Finish
that new
your old
shit.
ones.
Yeah, finish my old ones. You know, the 7 that I am currently sitting on and not doing anything with. Or, do something with our game that we need to get back to. No, but I mean, you're absolutely right. There are some really cool, really weird, actual, like, artifacts from our world that have really cool lore.
Like the dodecahedron?
I was thinking like the bowls that are used to catch demons and evil spirits.
Nice. I went down a rabbit hole the other day.
Oh, no.
This is a good story, I promise. I got randomly sent through the algorithm some guy talking about... Oh, God, what was it? There was some weird YouTube issue where this channel just started like uploading shit tons of very short videos. And long story short, people thought it was like a government agency backdooring into YouTube to use it for spy shit. And then they're like, no, that's not us. We don't know what the hell is going on. And it was pointing to like a big chunk of metal in one of the oceans. And so like, oh, it's definitely aliens trying to send us a signal by uploading weird cryptic messages to YouTube. And that just like, I love that so much. Like, I want to know more. I want to know more about this big piece of metal in the ocean. And like,
I stand by my statement. Oh God.
Yeah, no, I mean like it's total weird craziness. But like, writing for D&D doesn't get much better than that.
It's true. It's true.
Right. Just like that could be literally anything. There's okay. There's our big boy. I totally got distracted. I was going to draw this shoulder pauldron, and then the kids start climbing the shelves again.
In the same sort of vein, Mini Minutemen did a short yesterday or maybe the day before. It is definitely this week. Talking about there are really old stones in
Armenia.
Yeah, and they're
I
all
like to
about,
think short.
worshipping. Yeah, for worshipping basically water or water spirits. And they're all set up near sources of water, and like the history is really cool because it looks like multiple cultures used them, and like that I had the same reaction. I was like, oh, okay, first of all, this looks like in Breath of the Wild before we actually had the Zonai with the ancient
You're welcome.
standing stone structures, and I was like, okay, so that's really cool. And then I was like, ooh, also yeah, also D&D stuff. I was like, oh yeah, I like this is a good idea of ways to like introduce really ancient stuff where players can be like, what is this from? What is this like cultural significance? And the cultural significance is nobody actually knows because everybody scrawled on these and everybody participated in it in some way. So it's all like muddled, but it's associated with water and some sort of mysticism.
Yep. They were either carved in the shape of a fish, kind of realistically fish-like too. I was like,
yeah, weirdly realistic.
Like,
there's bulls as well, right?
Yep. But specifically, like, bulls that look like they've been skinned and laid, and, like, looks like their hide has been laid on top of the stone. But it's, like, carvings. But, like, the bull looks like it has water coming out of its nose or mouth.
Yeah. And what's the third thing?
Crosses.
Cross, right.
Armenia was a next to was modern day Ethiopia was one of the first two kingdoms to like adopted Christianity.
Yep. So they.
That's why I disagreed when he said defacing them. Like, those are probably were less defaced and more like just adding on, for them. Because Armenia is very Christian, like old school, like ancient Christianity.
Sure. That's that. Yeah, that using the term defacing is definitely like the artist and me being like, oh, they took away from the original artist's intention. It's defacing. You're right. You are right, of course.
If you put something up near a watering hole where everybody goes, like, that will have graffiti on it within a day. Like,
exactly. And like, Armenia has this like long history, because those like little standing stones are like, they even evolve into like just Christian symbols. Like, because I would make the argument like, because they're like freeform standing like stone things with like beautiful crosses and vine work carved in them, just kind of standing in the middle of nowhere as well. Like, I would assume those are like a evolution of those older things, just maybe not related to water.
Sure.
Of course. So.
Twin B says, I've been getting back into art again as well, as probably mostly been looking to take inspiration from Bronze Age Mycenaean period. Oh yeah, I love that stuff.
All right. I rolled the dice. This one's really long-winded, so I'm going to try to... No offense, sorry, that sounded bad. There's like 2 paragraphs here, so I'm going to try to break this down. It is a half-elf who works for a local merchant who gained their wealth doing shady dealings. They are a pack of the Blade Warlock, and they have to wear an advertisement from their employer. So this is seems like a magically induced sponsored Warlock patron. What just happened? Oh, there's a really... Why is this one so tiny? What's going on here? Hold on a second. Weird. Whatever. Okay. Halfling. Sponsored.
Half-elf.
Half-elf. Half-elf sponsored Warlock. Bronze Age. Mycenaean period. Is the Mycenaean period the Bronze Age?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just like the ancient Greek Bronze Age.
What's the Miocene period? Is that different?
You are okay. So Mycenaean is
It's a culture.
Okay.
Yeah, is talking about the, or maybe Mycenaean is how you had heard it, and you're conflating it with
The Miocene.
Miocene prehistory.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Mycenaean period is like where like the Iliad and the Odyssey are set.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep. Think Mycena.
Yep. It was the ancient Greece of ancient Greece.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Pre-arches and all that.
Yep. honestly pre-Greek language coming in.
Yeah.
They're not the same language. I think the term is a syllabic script.
Okay.
I'm not even sure what that means, but I think that's the term they use to describe the Mycenaean language. It looks like hieroglyphs to me.
I really, really want to give this person like a sandwich board.
As a weapon or a shield?
Just as like a shirt.
Because they're walking advertisement.
TurboTax.
Oh right. Oh right.
It's tax season again. Those guys are everywhere. It's bananas.
I know. I hate it.
Does anyone else have like cathartic arguments with themselves about how to fix like the health insurance and the tax code? Is that just me?
No, I do that, and then I always finish it by acknowledging I don't actually know enough about math, let alone economies, to actually fix this. But I don't think my ideas can be worse. I'm just pissed at Intuit, the company.
Yeah, they're certain states have even blocked like doing your, because the IRS was trying to put out this free like do your taxes online through them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And certain states have blocked it, like mine.
It's why it's.
I suppose those companies like Intuit and TurboTax have
Intuit
like
owns TurboTax, yeah.
whoever. I think there's like two big ones, but Intuit's for sure.
I mean, so there was a big problem with. Sorry, I did not mean to interrupt you. Go ahead, Corvus.
But they probably have lobbied and just bribed politicians in those states to not allow it.
I feel like that's something that if happens, which it has happened, it just happened. Like you get fired. Why don't you get fired? People start firing people that do this shit. It drives me crazy.
Because not everyone is up to date on what gets voted on.
Yeah.
Because that information is specifically obfuscated in order to prevent us from holding the corrupt accountable.
So a few years back,
which is why no warehouses are burning.
Tax Act. I think it was Tax Act. Basically let you do your taxes for free. Like, yeah, we built a cool app. Yep. It's super easy. Boom, 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 done. And then like 2 years after that became hyper successful, it got bought out by, I think, TurboTax. And then the government's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You can't do that. And they're like, yes, we can. Because they were just going to buy it and bury it. They're like, no, you have to leave it accessible for people to use if you're going to buy it, because otherwise it's a monopoly thing. And so then I tried to use it, and basically like every time you clicked on anything, it was like, great, this is totally free, unless you want to spend the $72 to go to TurboTax and it'll be better. And it's like, this sucks now, and this doesn't work anymore. Like that kind of stuff just drives me so far up the wall. And just send me a bill. Right? IRS, you already know what I made. Just send me the bill. Yeah, I don't understand why this is a difficult thing. Because if the argument is like, oh, well, then how do you get all your deductions? It's like, you have to fill that out anyways. So they send you the bill, and then you correct it with deductions and send it back. Like, that's it. You still file your taxes if you have to do something extra. Like, that's totally fine. But just, why the rigmarole? I hate it. That's my old man yelling at the world for today.
Rigmarole makes it easier to steal
companies
from
like
us.
Intuit. We gotta give accountants something to do.
Yeah, I mean, the accountants still, once again, 9 times out of 10, most people have one W-2, don't make any money throughout the year, and I mean, like beyond that, they just have a job or 2 jobs, doesn't matter, and you literally just have to file it and send it in, and they send it back, right? Like they already do all that information for you. So the people that are hiring accountants have deductions and have to track things and have businesses. That wouldn't change anything. It's just the government sends them the bill, they do the corrections and send it back. Like it's so stupid. It's so stupid. It's just it's theft, not taxes.
Is our German friend still in chat?
Yeah.
How's the leader in Germany?
I know the answer to this.
I believe I do as well.
It makes me so mad. Same thing with insurance.
You know Finland.
I have.
It may be kind of similar to Finland.
I have the surgery coming up next month, and like, insurance is it's such a scam. It drives me crazy. What should we put on this sign? I kind of want to just draw like a taco. Like a taco.
I have been fighting the urge to suggest the Google logo.
I don't want to get sued.
I know.
Fantasy tacos. That sounds wrong. Dragon tacos?
A legally distinct, good mythical morning fire chicken on it.
The cockatrice. We needed to make it a spell equivalent. It's like burning hands or magic missile tacos. Or
Come and get your abyssal chicken tacos.
Abyssal chicken, done.
Because everyone was suggesting abyssal chicken for the longest time. Only because they were new.
There we go. We've got a twirly sign. Twirly sign warlock shenanigans. The neck is so long on this character, which I was trying to make them spindly, but god damn, too much.
They're a Final Fantasy elf.
Yeah, right.
They're nothing but neck.
I've made a few elves in my day for Final Fantasy, and every time I do, I play it for like a few days, and then it's just like it's too long. The neck is just too long. I have to re-glamour them or change race. It's bananas, especially if you make them really tall, because like when you make them tall, it's just like hyper extension. They look like aliens.
I mean, I don't mind my elves looking like aliens. Thing I like that Pathfinder elves are aliens.
Are they?
Yeah, they're from a different planet called Castrovel. They came to Galarian through essentially stargates they built.
Is that Pathfinder 1 lore too?
Yeah.
I thought they left.
Like,
I thought they left when the first calamity happened, and then came.
Oh,
back.
they did. Came back.
Well, no, I mean I thought they were originally from Earth and then went to space.
Oh.
And then came back.
No. Yeah, so they showed up through the first Elf Gate in like this place, forest region they now call Kyonen, spread out across the inner sea and like Garoon, which is like the continent of Africa for Galarian. Earthfall happens. Some of them leave. Some of them stay because they couldn't either get to an Elf Gate or they chose to stay. And then the ones that lived in Kyonen, they all left. And then came back when Razor, who is a demon, was mucking with their Elf Gates. trying to get back into the abyss after he got kicked out.
That sounds like World of Warcraft.
So they, like, all the portals opened and, like, elves just started pouring out and fighting off demons. Kind of like Doom. They kind of pushed him back. And I think in a recent adventure pass in Fortuvi, they killed him finally.
All right, there you go. That was a long-winded suggestion, and I made it very short.
But yeah,
I hope it is acceptable.
one of the reasons why elves are actually in Starfinder. Because you still have elves living on Castrovel, which is like in the position of Venus, but it's not like Venus. Because it's not a gaseous burning hellscape.
Have you heard the good news of our Lord and Savior, Krizen Uz? What is this? Is that, I think it's Hash Brown in chat. I can only see the T. Is that supposed to be Venom, or is that supposed to be from the movie, The Blob? I'm not sure which.
Looks like a, from, damn it, Eberron.
Yeah, oh, that would make sense. What are they called? The
like
changeling people? Ooblex?
No, they just straight up have symbiote.
Oh.
In Eberron. They're like living magical items, creature things.
Okay. Well then, there we go. We've been going for 2 hours. That's great. Let's do a few more here, and then we'll probably call it. That's not the right one. Hold on. Okay. Libro. What are we at? 3. Myconid Mime Bard? Myconid Mime Bard. Myconid Mime Bard. Just says it twice. I don't understand. So, are the astral elves different? Or
so astral elves are only for 5e.
I'm sorry. Okay, so in Starfinder, there's the weird space elves. Are those different than the elves from Pathfinder 2e?
No, they're the same elf. Unless you're... Are you talking about the people with the antennas?
Let me look it up. Let me see what I am talking about. Because I thought they were like weird star elves. Maybe I'm thinking of Spelljammer.
I think you're thinking of Spelljammer.
Let's be honest, there's so many different things in so many different games at this point. It's really, really hard to keep track.
Yep.
Okay, so the space elves I'm thinking of are essentially drow. They are effectively... Yeah, alright. No, I think I am thinking of Spelljammer. I think that is where I got confused.
Which there are drow in Starfinder, which they were allowed to keep. Because they are very distinct from a D&D drow. They just changed their names, to be on the safe side. But they're just drow.
Yeah, I found him. Okay. I was thinking of the...
Yeah, because like astral elves in like 5e are like kind of the pale-skinned elves with like black eyes.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. What was I drawing? I lost my train of thought again. Is your dice fixed?
Myconid Bard.
Myconid Bard, yeah. Should make Drew do this one.
I'm afraid I'm out of juice, just about.
That is so hard my vibe. The picture you just posted. I love
It-
everything
yeah.
about that.
Did he not send that to you before?
Oh, maybe.
I know, Corvus, you definitely sent me the first one.
Yeah. So they inhabit essentially a mining world or moon that they like mine out, and they use orcs to help mine it out. Whether those orcs are really there or not is I don't know.
Yep.
What does that
See you
mean?
later, Lorem Ipsum. Good night.
Have a good one.
But they're like suppliers of all sorts of nasty weapons to the world, to the universe.
Okay, but what do you mean? What do you mean? But whether or not the orcs are there? I need clarification on that statement.
I don't know if they're like slave labor or if the orcs are just there mining for the drow on their own free will.
Okay.
I don't know. Hey, look at the orcs.
You made me think that they were like illusory orcs.
Oh no.
Okay, what can I do to make this look like a mime? I don't draw faces, so that's done. I'm gonna break the internet real quick. Type in sexy mime into Google and see what happens. That's not what I wanted. Stripes. That's all I'm getting from this is stripes.
Okay. Have some details about the orc. The planet. So it's not a moon. It's an actual planet. It's been hollowed out.
Okay.
Called apostate. The orcs work for the drow most as in corporate servitude, paying off debts
Okay.
occurred by their ancestors.
Still a type of
So you
slavery.
Yep, indentured servitude.
Indentured servitude.
So yeah, apparently that is the case for like orcs that are still working in the mines. I guess is they are there paying off debt. Mind you, this is just some of the orcs, not all of the orcs are there. Because that'd be a little crazy.
All of the orcs are in servitude of the. Ugh, that feels dirty.
Some of the orcs are like living with dwarves, and
Do the orcs not have their own planet
they're like,
anymore?
yeah, no, I don't think most of like the Galarian species have their own planets.
Galarian got exploded, right? In Starfinder?
Maybe it
feel like
disappeared.
Disappeared, that's right, okay.
Yeah, because there's like the thing referred to as the gap,
Yeah.
and there are people who are like from Galarian who just have no memories of like that period of time called the gap. And like some of the gods have like disappeared from like the universe because of the gap as well. So like Torag, the dwarf god, apparently still sends like the occasional vision or like vague sense like he's still alive, you just he just can't reach you, or they can't reach him. So, but maybe Robogut got loose and they decided to put him in a pocket dimension.
Could be. Oh, Rovagog ate everything.
Or that, yeah. One of the weirder heritages I saw is for dwarves. There are these dwarves who think that they're still living in Galarian, but they're actually in a simulation.
Okay.
Oh no.
The Dwarven Matrix. Playing D&D, fantasy D&D.
Yeah, it's called Salvation's End. Your whole reality was a lie created by the guiding intelligence of an artificial moon of Salvation's End. So clan Marbleheart, like has escaped and slowly integrating with the other dwarves. You are displaced in time and never truly understand the galaxy. So like you're like a super traditional dwarf who now has to face with like high technology of the spacefaring universe. So Amish dwarves.
Yeah, Amish space dwarves.
But I thought that was kind of a neat thing. I was like, huh.
That's fun. Drew, you were talking about the, well, of course, brought it up, the rain rocks or whatever the hell they were.
Yeah.
Water rocks. I kind of want to put those in my game now.
I know, right?
It's just like, I need to start building and drawing environmental stuff, and like that's my least favorite part of anything. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's just like I struggle with it. I don't draw enough stuff.
I actually love building the history stuff, and especially like weird locations, but I'm not really good at it. I basically have to steal it whole cloth from other sources.
I mean, so do other fantasy writers.
Oh yeah, I mean, like,
yeah,
that's
but
totally
I'm
fine.
not
Right?
like other fantasy writers.
Like part of it is, part of the thing with fantasy and fiction is the decision of pop culture, right? Like what part of culture are you incorporating into your design to make it relatable? Because I think like that's a lot of some of the fantasy things I've read that like really just aren't fun. It's because they're not relatable at all, right? It's just I gave the Children of Haroun to one of my family members as a Christmas gift. Which, if you don't know, it's one of Tolkien's like later books. And he's just like, man, this is so hard to read because there's like whole paragraphs of just made up people's elves' names, like
Yep.
And it's just like it's so hard to track what the hell they're even talking about. Are you singing? Yeah, sing. Go ahead. Just screaming.
Now he's gonna get all quiet.
Yeah, good job. It's really cute. He can get like the last word when people are like doing something on TV. He can't quite do the words well enough that he can sing along with it, but he's like da 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 da. Like he'll get like the one emphasized word in the whole sentence. It's great. He's getting there. He's getting there.
Good.
I lost my train of thought. Sorry, what were we doing? elves, dwarves.
Talking about
Haroon, yeah.
Haroon.
Yeah, too much.
And the name.
Too much made up shit is just like not relatable. So it's okay to steal stuff from like previously acknowledged things, and then you just make it your own, right? Like Dresden does a really good job of this because Jim Butcher will basically take common like Bigfoot, right? Bigfoot's a thing in the Dresden books.
Yeah.
But he took the little snippets of like some native cultures that have some adjacency to it. Not like, oh, these guys worship Bigfoot, but like native things in the area that like, oh, that is a real thing that exists in our world, and then he extrapolates that into what we would have maybe thought Bigfoot culture was, which is a really cool idea, right? Like finding relatable things is great.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So don't feel bad about that stuff. Like that stuff is great. So stealing whole cloth, I don't know if that's what you actually do. I don't think it is. But like starting from somewhere is great. Is a good way to do that.
It for sure feels like I'm stealing whole cloth sometimes. But what I really mean is I wish that I were a little bit more... I wish that I had the energy to put a little bit more effort into making it my own, as you described Jim Butcher doing.
That's fair. And I think like a good example of that is what you were talking about with it feels very Breath of the Wild to you.
Yeah.
And like that's great. I don't think that they came up with those stone like petroglyphs just out of nowhere, right? Like they definitely had real world inspiration for that. And that's what they did. They did a really good job of that. So don't be afraid. This is not just at you. This is for anybody doing writing or creating. Like don't be afraid to find really cool references and make it your own.
Especially for D&D.
Yeah, especially for D&D.
And let's be honest, especially for like casual campaigns, we really don't need to be putting that much effort into making something wholly unique. It's fine in a lot of instances to actually steal whole cloth, especially if it's just for your table. Sometimes it's just Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Especially if you're referencing like an IP that your entire table is like obsessed with.
Yeah, putting memes into D&D is great, right? Like.
Yeah.
Like we have Jurassic Park memes in your campaign.
We do now.
Fantasy Costco. One of my favorites.
Is there one?
So the
Adventure Zone.
The Adventure Zone, yeah. The McElroy brothers.
Right.
Whenever they had to do a shopping episode, they would go to the Fantasy Costco. This is why Rugby's the most relatable guy ever. Yeah.
Yeah. And all of their shops were also always run by
Garfield.
It didn't have to be Garfield. One of them was another cartoon cat.
Was it?
Was
there
like
a Heathcliff one?
Cartoon funny cats.
Yeah, I thought a lot of them was Garfield the Deal Warlock.
Yeah. First one was Garfield the Demon Warlock, and I think that that iteration shows up the most.
Is that one with that?
I don't think Felix.
I don't know many cat characters.
There's Felix and Heathcliff and Hercules and I think that's it. And Garfield.
And Tom.
Tom, yeah. Tom and Jerry. Forgot about Tom.
But Tom doesn't talk.
No. All right, I think I'm done with this one. This feels very much like a druid thing that would have happened.
It does, doesn't it? It looks quite a bit like my Myconids too.
I look at a lot of your Myconids because you draw them all the time. Reference.
The way in which like friends who draw together influence each other, that's kind of one of my favorite things.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly. I hope you have influenced me as well. I think you have. I hope it shows.
I think. Well, I mean, I know you have influenced me, so it's fine. So yeah, I hope it goes the other way. Okay, here we go. Rolling some dice. Let's do one more, and then I think we'll probably call it. I mean, we only got 3 left. What do we got? I keep rolling too high. A protectomorph from Serene, the World of Birds. I don't know what that is. A big burly vine barbarian. That sounds fun. And a pirate awakened otter druid. Okay. We can probably just bang these out.
Is my request not on there?
What was your request?
A skeleton?
Apparently not. When did you add
Posted it? Like last night.
Let me look.
When you're done with that, tell me what the Serena the World of Birds things was again. I'll look it up for you.
A male
I think it's
protectomorph.
that-
Silver Spark male protectomorph. I'm assuming that might be a Norwin suggestion.
Yeah, Step, Silver Spark, Texturmorph. I think it's that one thing where like they were combining animals with birds
Yeah. Which maybe that one's
that
too.
we were struggling with.
Let me take a look here.
Mine is a armored skeleton paladin.
Oh yeah, I see it right there. Weird.
But you purposely didn't do it, then that's fine if you didn't want to draw a skeleton.
No, I just didn't. Earlier today I found like 2 or 3 copies of something, so I'm kind of wondering if I accidentally like erased some of them. Like Bionic's suggestion, there were like 3 copies of it, and I was just like, that's weird. So I wonder if I accidentally like copy and pasted over the top of some of them, which means I'm probably missing another one too, since there were 2 of those copies. Let's take a look. Maybe I missed something else. Did that one. Nope. Apparently it was just yours. Oh well. It's on there now. Oh, I just erased another one. Okay, well I know how I did that now, so that's cool. Let's copy this out and get this done. Mushroom. I'm not going to be here on Friday, so I kind of want to get through the whole list, but we'll see what happens here. Please don't flip the table over, kid. Beans.
These beans.
Beans. Let's do the otter folk first. We'll just go down the list. Otter folk. I always forget what otters look like. Shoot. Penis.
Yep, everything in the weasel family starts as a penis.
There's no easy way to say this. It was a penis. I've discovered a new way to draw hats, and it helps so much.
Oh, good.
You start with a figure 8 and you just go to town. Just do one of these and then it's a hat, and you can exaggerate it, but all hats do this. And it's amazing. So this is a pirate hat, so it's got to go. Why did you do that, kid? Yeah, that was not safe. Your table's upside down. Please be careful. This kid is just no self-preservation.
That means he feels very safe in your home, which is a good thing.
I guess that's true. He just doesn't feel like he's in danger, but I would like him to not off himself on accident.
I think I see why you guys were having problems with the Serenia natural evolution of the world of birds speculative evolution thing.
It's so much just random stuff.
Yeah. It's pretty clear that the people who have designed it don't understand why the animals who show the traits that they're mashing together, they don't understand why they exist in our world in the first place.
Which isn't, I mean, like, it's one of those things where I can draw whatever, right? Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But when people suggest stuff from that, like, I have to spend time go looking for it. It's like, man, I don't know. Should I just say, no, I don't want to draw these? Or should I try to make it happen? You know? It's not my wheelhouse.
It also doesn't help, like, there's not like a concise, like, place to find all that stuff.
Yeah.
One of them, like, God, what was the other one I got? Which might be the same person, but someone kept suggesting something from, like, Terraria or something. And I was just like, I don't know what these are. I feel bad. I feel bad that I don't know it. Which is also the other side of that is people, for a while, like, I think Bionic was one of people talking about this. Maybe not. Bionic, if you're here, let me know. People were trying to find things like, oh, I'm trying to give you a really good challenge. It's like, I don't need that. Like, there's 20 other things I could be drawing for people that just want their characters drawn. So I'd rather spend time giving them a character they want versus flexing my chops, you know. Like, I don't need that. I got lots of stuff. So don't feel like you have to challenge me and give me something weird. It's like, I want to draw your character. Just let me draw your character. That's what I want. This is a cowboy hat. This is a bad pirate hat. You need to draw a tricorn. Tricorns don't fall into the
Yeah, they don't fall into the figure eight.
We'll do this. And we'll come down. We'll do this. And we'll come up. I did that at first because I mostly DM before I realized it wasn't fun for you. Yeah, and it's not even so much that it's not fun. It's just like, once again, I want to draw people's stuff, and so I don't need to. I'm not here for me. I'm here for other people. I want to draw other people's stuff. There are definitely artists that are out there that want that, though, right? Like, that's a thing. Like, I need ideas. I need help. Send me your cool stuff to draw.
Tricorns are hard shell tacos.
Tricorn.
By the way.
Yep. It may seem like I busted this out real fast. I've been drawing a lot of tricorns lately.
Yeah.
For the game thing I'm working on. Yeah. The card game. They very much like tricorn hats. So I've drawn quite a few of them.
I suppose that means they've probably invested in a specific period of history aesthetic.
Oh yeah, they're doing like revolutionary.
Oh yeah. You know, that makes total sense then, and feels appropriate.
Yeah. I'll say a tricorn is just a wide-brimmed hat that's been folded up 3 times.
True.
Because I have one. I have the
Wait.
cone hat and
So if you take a regular brimmed hat and just like cut it,
yeah, like a wide brimmed hat.
holy shit!
And folded it.
I never noticed this before.
Yeah. Look on every single tricorn hat. They have pins literally holding the brim up.
Huh. I didn't know that.
Pins or buckles or.
Mm-hmm. Or some sort of stitching.
Cool. Yeah.
So one then presumes that if it's raining really hard, you can unpin the tricorn and it'll flop down to a full brimmed hat, and then your shoulders will be covered by the rain.
Is that what the intent?
I don't know.
Oh no.
I'm presuming that it's an option.
Why do you have a tricorn?
Say what?
Why do you have a tricorn?
Because it's fashion. Fashion doesn't need necessarily practical reasons.
Listen, Rook, when a man comes out of his closet, he's got to fill it back up with something.
Tricorn hats.
Because, like, I went to, like, a colonial place, like, years ago?
Pop.
No. 7 years ago, I think. Jeez, has it really been that long? No.
It's gonna be longer than that unless you did it after we met.
See,
Before we met, sorry.
it was the summer of 2018.
There you go, yeah. 8 years
I
ago.
just moved back. Oh, God. Was it really 8 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
sounds like it.
Ugh.
The fun part is when you get to the
Get
point
used
where
to
you're
that
like, I
feeling.
graduated from college 10 years ago.
Get used to that feeling.
Not quite, but close.
That feeling comes more and more the older you get.
Yeah,
Don't be afraid of it.
because
It's part of life.
I'll be afraid of it. So we went to like Colonial Williamsburg, which is in Virginia. So like I came home from Virginia. A week later, I went back to Virginia. Because my friends were like, "Hey, we got this like timeshare condo thing. You wanna come?"
Hmm.
So we just went around to all the different historical places like Jamestown, Town, and one of the people that was with us just loved buying gifts for everyone. So like, bought everyone like a tricorn hat, and I think also because it didn't fit my head, they bought me a different hat, which also still didn't fit my head, but fit my head slightly better. And it's the wide brim hat that would get turned into a tricorn. So they were actually like felt hats. So.
So I guess that means to answer Rook's question, the reason you have a tricorn is the same reason I have an Indiana Jones hat from the last time I went to Disneyland 23 years ago. Because tourism.
I got a good one. Actually, I don't. I used to wear an Indiana Jones hat. People started calling me cowboy, so I stopped wearing it. And then my dad started wearing it. Now he still wears
I
it
mean,
to this day.
yeah, Indiana Jones hat really is just a leather cowboy hat.
Yep.
Hate leather.
Felt. Mine was felt.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I actually have a leather one now. That's.
Yeah, I got a leather one.
I don't wear it very often, but it's nice when it rains.
It's a fedora.
It's an actual fedora, yeah. Okay. There's my pirate otter.
Nice. I like his beard.
It's got a clam in it. I might send this to the people that I'm working for and be like, "Hey, otter pirate?" Question mark.
I mean,
You can have some. You're welcome. I'm trying to bang these out real quick. Doo-doo-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-bop. Okay. Move that over there. Dip 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 ba ba. That is a big sombrero. Big burly, scary vine barbarian. Part man, part undead swamp life. Have fun. All right. That sounds like a blue or a green, dark green.
swamp thing.
Swamp thing.
Or man thing.
Yeah, right. I wanted to do like a skull kind of coming out of the vines, but it's just not working out the way I want. Let's try it again. I do something more like this. What do you got? You want some juice? I'm not going to give you this because the last one got dumped on the floor. Okay, you ready? It's going to squirt. If you put something fizzy, like the carbonated water I just gave to the boy, in into like a sippy cup, it just shoots out of the sippy cup. With every step he takes, it shakes it up a little bit more. I'm totally lost about what we were talking about.
Same, honestly. My social battery is completely depleted.
Were we even actually talking about anything?
I don't know anymore. Trying to remember.
Honestly, I did zone out after the tricorn hat combo.
The tricorn hat debacle.
Yep. I'm glad you learned something.
Yeah, I didn't think about it because I guess I'm used to seeing like very specifically built hats. Like I know there's this kind, right, where it's like pulled up on the side and it's got a feather in it. That's a pretty normal one. But then I think about like this one where it's folded up and then like has its own weird shape. And so like those can't just be round, right? Like those are cut specifically to have like weird hoops in them. That's like a very specific admiral hat, I guess is the way that I would think about it. But yeah.
So when I was meaning like wide brim hats, this is like what I'm referring to.
Is that Townsend? Those are good videos.
Yeah.
I like their food videos.
Mine just happens to be black, so. Apparently they're making a Bloodborne movie.
Oh, interesting.
Really?
That's gonna piss off a lot of people.
Yep, an animated one.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
And Jake Decepticeye is like the producer of it or writing it. One
Nice.
of the two.
See how that goes.
I trust him more than a Hollywood executive.
Yeah,
To
he
do
loves
that.
that game.
Right?
Yeah.
He loves the shit out of that game.
Yep.
Has anybody, let's see. When does the Backrooms movie come out? Does anybody know?
Oh, I don't know, but that looked really good.
What is
Yeah.
it?
The Backrooms?
I don't know what that is.
Oh. It's a
The-
genre of games now, based
Yeah.
off of a game that they're turning into a movie, which I think is interesting.
Yeah. So
Never heard of
original the original game is it's like, do you remember when the internet was all like freaky about liminal spaces?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why.
The Backrooms is basically a game about getting trapped in a liminal space outside of reality.
If I remember correctly, the very first video that came out of it was basically talking about like the no clipping cheats that used to have, where you just like walk through walls. They're like, what would it be like if you just accidentally had that turned on and fell through reality into other reality, and so you get trapped in like the back alley rooms that just aren't anywhere. It's a cool concept. It's kind of freaky. But yeah, a genre of games got spawned from that video.
Usually horror.
Yeah, horror movies, and someone's just gonna make a video of it. And they looked like they got the aesthetic like right on the money. So what they do with the story is gonna be interesting to see.
Yeah, so we'll see, Rook. The reason they got it right is because it's not just some guy who's doing it. It is the guy. It is the YouTuber who did the most and the best, like actual writing and like skit work for Backrooms content.
Nice. Okay.
On YouTube. Yeah,
I wonder if he's
he
the
got
guy that did
hired
the
as
original no
director.
clipping thing. Then.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah. So from what I understand from the trailers, the setup for the story is a guy finds like he works in I think it's set in like the 1980s. He works in like a furniture shop, and he accidentally finds a portal into the back rooms, and he comes back and talks to his therapist because he's kind of like paranoid schizophrenic maybe, or
he thinks he's losing his mind.
Yeah. So he's like, he's not entirely all there. So he tells his therapist about this place that he found, and like I think that the movie is going to follow her story when she goes in after him because he disappears. So she goes into the back rooms after him, and I think we get to see a bunch of found footage of him and like his team of delvers that go into it. And she has to try to survive in there.
That's an interesting perspective. I think something I really like about those kind of indie horror games is that you don't ever see the original setup.
Yeah.
Right? You're always following someone in, or you find footage of like going in there and seeing cryptic messages on the walls, right? Like that's the really important part for that kind of storytelling. Because if you're just the first person to find it, then it's a different thing. It's not really horror. It's just like, whoa, a weird thing to find, and it loses that novelty of like, how long has this been here? Like, what are these things that we're finding? And so it's a really interesting way to tell a story in my mind.
Yeah,
it's kind of a post story, or requires that initial setup that you never get to see. And they do that with like even like the Thing, right? You show up on the Russian base after everything's already gone to shit, and like there's nothing there, and you're like, well, we don't know what's going on, but there's pieces of the story you have to find. So it's good narrative device.
Yeah, so I think it's probably going to be pretty good. It looks very interesting. I realize that Hollywood's freaking out about this sort of thing because it's not Hollywood producing movies that people really want to see.
And I'm a little worried about that with Markiplier too, right? Because Markiplier just released indie movie about an indie game. Yeah, and so I'm afraid that they're gonna, like, if the Backrooms movie had just come out without that happening, I don't think it wouldn't have been as big of a deal. But I'm afraid that the two of those things in tandem is gonna kind of kick off a whole bunch of papers, please. The movie. It's like, we don't need this. Please. So we'll see what happens.
Yes, we will, and it will be interesting.
But I also think it's good to show that, hey, you don't have to be a Hollywood produced thing to be successful, because we need more indie films.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have a handful of. I don't want to trash talk this person, so I just want to make sure I'm saying this in a non-negative way. I have a friend who's written independent movies, and a lot of his focus is on like, okay, I need to sell this to a producer, or I need to sell this to a production company, and it's like, I mean, that's a good way to get lots of capital, but like, don't lose sight of what it is you want to make, right? So.
Yeah, totally. I will say there is a pretty big difference between Markiplier's Iron Lung movie, because that's entirely self-funded, and The Backrooms, I think, is produced by Studio A24.
Yeah, it's by A24, which is they're a great indie horror movie company. So, 100%. Like that's the way to do it. You come up with an idea and you sell it to a company like that. And A24 is pretty good about not getting in people's way, from what I hear. Yeah. Versus like selling something like Paramount or Fox, like they're gonna just basically like, if you're selling something to them, they're gonna take it and do whatever the fuck they want with it, which is a bummer.
Absolutely.
Okay, I think I'm done with this one.
I do hope that it leads to at least one of two outcomes. I'd be happy with both outcomes. But I hope that it leads to Hollywood realizing that the bloat that they have is actively hindering their ability to make anything that anybody wants to see, and therefore hindering their ability to make profit. And I hope it also demonstrates that people can make good video game based movies. They just have to be smarter about it than Hollywood has been up to this point.
Did any of you watch any of the Five Nights at Freddy movies?
No, I've never been interested in the FNAF franchise anyway, so I had no reason to watch.
All right. Armored skeleton, holy paladin with roses and lilies growing out of them throughout their body. Okay.
Did you watch them?
I did not, but I know Matthew Lillard was in one of them, and he's cool.
Yeah. You rank actor if yes to listen to some people.
How dare you? No, I have no stake in the Matthew Lillard debate, but I've had there's a lot of people that love and hate him.
It was weird that this guy just went after him. I was like, why? What has he done to you?
I don't think people like that understand what the difference is between A-list and B-list celebrities. Because I do think there's actually like a academy definition for it, and I don't put any stock in it because the academy is bought and paid for.
What was? Oh man, I was watching something. Yep. It doesn't matter. I'm pandering now. I was gonna make a Nicolas Cage comment, but I can't remember what the name of the video movie was, because he did a FNAF thing too, and I can't remember what it was.
Oh, did he?
I mean, it's like FNAF adjacent.
Right. Similar theme, not same IP.
Yeah. Which 100% was probably just stolen. They're making a FNAF movie. But I also the games are fun, like for little novel games to play. But I never really got into the whole Markiplier. The internet took that and went nuts with it.
Yeah.
And I was not a part of that. I'm not super into the aesthetic either because it's kind of gross.
Yeah. Same.
Drew, did you find out anything about this weird bird monster thing that I was supposed to draw? Because I think I'm just not going to draw that one.
No, I couldn't find what the creature was supposed to... Well, the specific creature they named was supposed to be.
Okay.
So I have no idea.
My thought is that probably was Norwin's. If it was, I apologize.
Yeah.
I have no idea what you're asking for.
Sorry.
Shame, man. My holy powder now, He-Man. I do want to play a holy paladin that's a skeleton.
It's doable. It's
Just
100% doable.
Yeah. Yep. There's even several deities that will let you play, take the holy sanctification. So I could just... hang down necromancers, forcing undeath on everyone.
I, for a long time in my life, was obsessed with the thought of the Sin Eaters. So I don't know if you know about Sin Eaters.
That sounds familiar, but I don't really.
I know a version of Sin Eaters. I don't know if it's what you're thinking of.
I think it's Hebrew, isn't it? Might be from Hebrew. I can't remember anymore.
Well, that's where the scapegoat comes from.
Yeah. Okay, so the sinners like they went around and basically absolved people of their sins by taking them on themselves. Same thing with the scapegoat, except you put it in the goat and then killed the goat.
So it's
Yeah.
generally a person who is homeless, just an outcast of the society.
Yeah.
And they like sit on the coffin and eat a meal, which is like symbolic of them eating the unconfessed sins of the deceased.
I dig it. I dig that concept, and it's always been kind of like a thing in the back of my mind about like this would make a cool D&D character, but like I don't know if it'd make a good adventurer, so that's why I've never tried it. But
yeah, there is a archetype in 1E that is called Sin Eater.
Yeah, I might have looked at that at one point in time.
I don't know what it does though.
What is it? Do you know what it is?
It's also a thing in Appalachia as well because it comes from England.
Okay.
And so English settlers kind of brought it here. And it's not great because it's sort of not great like they go out and find like someone who is homeless, like, oh, here's a nice meal. Off you go back to being homeless. So it always kind of rubbed me a little wrong.
Sure. I mean,
the idea of it.
There's an X-Files episode about it years ago that made me like got my attention to it, and I was like, that's a cool idea. I like that.
Yeah.
But it was very
I
much
the
like
concept.
Weird
The practice is a
supernatural
little.
bullshit.
Yeah. The practice of it is a little awful.
Kid, you gotta stop this. No, you're gonna hurt yourself. Knock it off. Apparently we've moved into the chewing on tin cans phase of growing up.
Hmm.
I'll have to have
Needs to
talk
get a
about-
filling in his teeth. That'll fix it.
Yeah, that's gonna be great. Not happy. Not happy about this. Positive energy ghosts were my favorite thing in the Order of the Stick. Nice. And that vibe for a skeletal paladin, I super dig.
Yeah.
Just like, I'm here to eat all of your negative bullshit. Where am I going to put flowers now? When we say paladin, I think of maybe the armor's got gaps in it. We'll just have his
Could
rib
have
cage.
like a flower coming out of the eye socket or something. I don't know.
Could do that. You say roses and lilies?
Yeah. It was just flares that popped in my head. I will admit, this is not a totally original idea because I was inspired by this NPC from the new. He was a crusader who got brought back to life, but for some reason he didn't come back to life. Like when he was turned to a skeleton, he wasn't under any necromancer's control, so he's fighting against necromancers.
There's a what was it? It was a vampire movie.
He's very eloquent. It's very great.
There was a vampire movie where the guy got turned into a vampire, and then at the end of the movie, he sits in the sun because he's like, I don't want to live as a vampire. It's like, you just saved like 20 people from vampires because you're a vampire. Just fucking keep fighting vampires. Like, what is your problem?
Because he doesn't want to live forever.
Okay. Maybe this is a bad topic for me.
No, I get where you're coming from, Rook. My brain is immediately trying to rationalize it as well and be like, well, maybe he is afraid of himself to the point where he decides he's going to take himself out before he can become the thing that he hates.
Maybe,
He
but
has to destroy. But I don't know. It sounds to me like that was not explored in the movie, and he just kind of sits down in the sun and is like, okay, I'm done.
guy gets superpowers. Guy saved girlfriend from vampires. Kills self. It's like, oh, that's dumb. That's a dumb ending to the movie.
Yep.
This should be the origin story of Blade 2.
Blade 2 was great.
Actually, I've never watched. I mean, I have. I've seen the Blade movies, but it's been so long.
The third one sucks. Has Ryan Reynolds in it? It sucks.
That might be the only one I've seen then. I need to watch them. I've heard they're really good.
Yeah. The second one makes me feel like Blade lives in like an actual world full of vampires, like a vampire society.
Jump Rope and I sat down and we're like, we should watch the Underworld movies. I remember those being cool. And oh boy.
And
The first one's neat. The second one's like, this is weird. And like the third and fourth one is just like, what happened? What happened?
yeah, yeah.
It's not consistent within its own narrative.
Yeah.
It's God, the writing's just so awful. It's a cool concept, but and then like the jump between the third and the fourth one is just like can't tell the world about vampires, and then they're like, fuck it, totalitarian vampire apocalypse. It's like, what just happened? What is going on here? What's a
I
werewolf?
didn't on the prequel one, where we learn about the
That one's good. Yeah, the prequel one's good.
Lycan werewolf war.
That's where I stopped watching them. I was never that into them in the first place. I agree with you, Rook. 1 and 2 are, well, like 1 is pretty cool. 2 is weird, but also still pretty cool. They're a little bit melodramatic and overacted for my taste. And that's part of the aesthetic. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, right? It's just they're pushing the bounds of what I enjoy watching.
It's the bad parts of the Matrix mixed with vampires and werewolves.
Yeah. I agree.
But I mean, like, that movie was super influential. I love the weird UV bullets and silver bullets, dumb shittery. Like, it's a cool concept. And then they just, like, the first one was good. The second one was like, okay, that's a weird direction, but that's fine. And then they're like, prequel. It's like, wait, what about this? And then by the time they get back to this, they fired the guy that was working, and they're like, okay, different direction. It's like, not the right direction. And so it was unfortunately a cool concept for a cool world that was
it took me a while to
shittily.
figure out that Michael, I think that's his name, the doctor that gets turned in the first one. It took me forever to figure out that he has like his blood allows him to like take on both vampire and werewolf traits because he's like descendant of the original dude.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, that's kind of neat, but then that's kind of all they did with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is my gripe, because it's just like they have this really cool setup, and then they're just like, whap, whap. It's like, what? Same thing with like they bring in like, I am the ancient vampire of all vampires, and I'm immortal, and blah 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 blah. Oops, I died. It's like, What do you mean you died? What are you talking about? Yeah. It feels like they had a really cool concept, and then it was rewritten multiple times by different people who didn't actually give a shit until it was like time to produce it, the movie, and they're like, just go for it. So, yeah, who knows? Still looks really cool. Leather and latex, great.
Yep.
I think I'm done.
Very 2000s goth movie.
Yep. Creepy, weird.
Which might have been
werewolf
the only
movies.
actual point to it.
Really good, like, not CGI, the opposite of CGI.
Practical effects.
Really cool practical effects in the first, like, two, and then the third and fourth one were just like, fuck it, do it in post. And it's like, that was not the right choice.
Yep.
Nope.
So, who knows? Thanks for hanging out today, everybody.
Third one.
Yeah, you could just avoid the fourth. The fourth one had some cool concepts.
Yeah, I guess technically it's the fourth one.
Yeah, the fourth one had some cool concepts that I think really could have... like, the world is now, like, doing things to make sure people aren't vampires. Why the fuck are vampires just driving around in cars when they know there might be checkpoints? Like, they're fucking vampires. Don't drive a car. Like, it got really weird. But, like, I would have liked to seen that, and a lot of it was just exposition. And I assume it's because of budget concerns, but... Kid, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You cannot take that with you. You're just going to dump it out. All right, I gotta go. The kid is in rampage mode. We're going to go make some lunch, go to bed. So, thank you guys for hanging out today. Stay happy, stay healthy, keep your dice on the table. I'll be back on Monday with more stuff. I might be around tomorrow in Discord working on things. So if you want to come hang out, do that. Otherwise, yeah, we'll be back next week. The UV bowls were neat. They were super
Are you
cool.
having
looking.
surgery next week?
No. This weekend I have a funeral to go to. And then...
No, I said, like, I thought next week was your eye surgery. Or
No,
is that
that'll
the
be
last?
the 6th. So 2 weeks from today, 3 weeks from today, I'll be there. So this weekend I'll be gone. So nothing on Friday and Saturday. Sorry guys, no D&D this week. And then we should be back the week after that, and the week after that is normal. And then after that I'll probably be gone for a little bit. So thanks again. Stay happy, stay healthy, keep your dice on the table. We'll catch everybody later. Druid, Corvus, thank you for hanging out today. I appreciate it. And we'll see everybody next time. Bye everyone.
Like, through it.